All right, guys, going live. Mystics going live. Maddie and Mystic Skywatcher still in the metaverse channeling through Black Mirror's portals. Yeah. So it's been an interesting day, June 30th, 2022. What the time is it? I don't even know. 8:33. Look at that. And YouTube's giving me my own notifications to my other channels. Look at you go, YouTube. Thanks. I appreciate that. Only one so far. No, eight. Let's see. Let's see. No Truth or Tube yet. They're censoring me over there. I know why. Hey, Daisy. So, guys, my voice is a little low right now. You hear? This is why I wanted to stream out here. Do you hear the cicadas? Do you hear this? Oh, hey, Skies. How are you? Look at you go. Jumping in there. Sorry, my voice is like really low, guys. I took a little walk and uphill. I made a video, but I forgot to post it. I was going to post it to Mad Mystic 777. Dang, my voice is like gone for some reason. Really low. Anyways, this is cicadas. Oh, this is cicadas. Hold on, guys. Daisy, hold on. I'm packing too, so let me put my weapon of choice down. So, I'm gonna drop that link, guys. Isn't that this pretty sound though? I love cicadas. Love that sound. Oh, what's up, Ruger for life? Yeah, I was just saying. I have my waist band on and my clip, so I don't need to pack right now. I don't need it on me. But Ruger for life's in the house. Just FYI. So I'm gonna drop that link, guys. I just felt like coming on here. It's been a rough couple of days. Today is whoa. Today was rough, man, for a lot of people. But anyways, I think my voice is gone because of that. My neighborhood is like uphill and downhill, and that last hill, even my dog Daisy, my dog Crazy Dalmatian, she was panting, and it's hot. It's like I don't know, mid 90s. I don't know. I didn't check, but anyways, and really humid. It never rained, so maybe that's why my voice is low. But I don't know. So what's up, Ruger? What's up, Skies? You want to come in? I don't even see any my chat log. What's going on with my chat, guys? I don't see this. I just dropped the link. I don't even see it in the chat. Oh boy, they're censoring me or what? I wouldn't doubt it after the video I had to erase from last night to do with January 6th. Deleted. It is still out there, but not on the screw tube. Yep. I mean, any videos can be looked up on Internet Archive's website, and you can pay your little fee. And oh, what's up, Venus? Venus is in the house. Good to see you again. But, guys, sorry about earlier, but not sorry, but I'm sorry that we all had to go down the roads that we had to earlier on my last stream, and it hurts my heart. But we gotta have free thought over here always. Because did you see the corner, that little icon in the top of my screen here? It says "Free thinkers change the world." So that's why I can't stand to be censored. Plus, in my bloodline, a woman named Mary was beheaded at the London Bridge. Censorship. Yeah, so I don't like it one bit. And my family from Scotland fought for freedom, like on my chest. So did a lot of my patriot family here in the United States. But look at Venus coming up. Hey, Venus,
Hi,
how you doing?
I'm good. It's really hot here too. It's like almost 100 degrees. It's horrible. I was
Oh,
in
it's
the car. It
100.
felt like you're melting.
Yeah, you're melting.
So
Yeah, that's
hot.
exactly how I feel. Yeah, and you have the dry heat, right?
Yeah, it's like super dry. It goes down to like below 10% humidity.
So what's the temperature at night when it's 100? What does it go down to? Like 50?
Oh, it will go all the way down to like 50 by like 1 o'clock in the morning. About
That's
9, that's when I usually go out for a walk, like with the dog. It will be like really nice, like 70. It will be like perfect by then. So it's only that high, like for a few hours, like in the late afternoon.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it
Not
starts
bad,
off
though.
cold and just gets hotter and hotter and hotter, and then it goes back to cold. I actually like that because I've lived in hot climates that it didn't do that, and
Mhm.
so it's nice. It goes back down to it's only a few hours of super hot, which I hide. I go in the house or whatever.
Yeah, right. And well, I like the heat, but I like that it goes down to like a temperature that's almost like winter, but still
Well, it's not
summer.
like winter. I mean, 50 is like it's winter around here is below 10 sometimes. It's really cold.
Wow,
But I
that's
like it.
pretty
You
cool.
see, I go out there in a t-shirt and it's like 40 degrees and I'm happy. But that's me.
Wow, that's a little cold for me to be in a t-shirt, but I like the cold. I don't mind it, but I just like the hot. I like both. I like both. I like all the seasons. I like when I have four seasons. And last 2 years, I had four seasons here. So, I don't mind them. But really, Georgia's like, usually it's hot and it's like hot to hot. There's no like really winter lately. But this the last 2 years we've had a winter and fall and spring. So I don't know.
My perfect
That's,
weather is like the coast of California, where it's the rainy season and the dry season, basically. And it's usually between, 60 and 70 degrees. That's my idea of a good climate. But I
that's
don't
pretty
mind,
though.
I don't mind the cold.
Yeah, you
I've
just
been
bundle up.
I've been up here for 4 years in the winter. I got used to it. I don't mind it at all.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it because you could have a fireplace, and keep warm. I mean, with the beautiful scenery like you and out in the middle of nowhere, that's kind of beautiful. You get the trade off. The desert. I don't know. I like that.
Yeah, it's good. I like it here. I would have moved on already.
Guys, you want to come up? Anybody can come up. I
Come
dropped that
on up.
message.
I'm
Yeah.
cooking pasta right now, so I'm
Okay.
always cooking while the chat is going on, it seems like.
That's what I've been craving is some pasta. What kind of pasta are you cooking?
I'm just gonna make some angel hair pasta with some like marinara cheese kind of
Yeah,
sauce.
that's what I was gonna do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was craving this. I haven't had it in a very long time, but I think all the drama has made me crave some carbohydrates.
That's what it was doing for me. I was like, I just want to eat. I'm not hungry. And I looked at my fridge and I was like, pasta. And I looked at my preps and I was like, oh, I have a lot of pasta in my preps. It's like, this is what you're cooking. I was thinking about it, but I didn't get there yet. It was
Yeah,
making me
I
want
was
to
so
eat.
upset half the day because of all the crap that was going on.
I know. Made me
I mean,
want to
just
eat.
the thing with the video, and then the thing with that, and it just really was like, what the fuck, man? We can't even have get along between ourselves.
I'm not sure. I mean, it sounds crazy, but sometimes they people work against each other and they don't even know it. Like and I've seen videos that there's and dark forces, I call it, negative energy that can work against people to have them fight amongst each other, just like the government's doing between us, all of us, psyop after psyop,
Mhm.
working against each other. Whether it's like race baiting. That's what race baiting is to me. They purposely do that shit to put us against each other. I don't know. It feels like there's something going on,
I don't know.
and
It's so weird because
it's weird.
the whole thing is so weird.
It's
The thing with
beyond
the
weird.
video, the thing with the video just blows my mind.
And
Really.
that thing, yeah, I was floored with that too because I'm like, oh shit, man, that's not cool. Because here we went, you went and said, brought it up, and then I was like, yeah, here's a perfect cup people to help us out with that, help her out, and and then somebody not to tell the truth and something, and people are sticking themselves out in the, their heads out there and out in the line trying to help you. You can't do that, man. You got to be honest.
Hi,
So
Ruby for life.
Yeah, so I'm sorry I even showed that video too, but none of us knew.
No, I mean she duped me even. I mean,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I was trying to put together a group of people on my Facebook. I was about to do it to like raise money for her commissary, so she'd have like money when she got there to buy stuff. But, now I'm not,
Lord.
I told her, like I said, I just said, I'm sorry, but I don't want to deal with you anymore on this, about this matter. I'm done. We're done. I'm sorry. You know,
Right on. Yeah. Well, that's what you got to do. Cut ties really quick like that, because that's a heavy one to be tied to right now.
well, that's dangerous. And then, like, you put other people in danger. And I don't want any part of that stuff. I didn't want to have it deal with it when it was happening. I was like, fuck that. I'm not going to deal with it now. It's like you did what you did and now you have to deal with it. It's not, I can't deal with it for you at this point. It's like, no.
Yeah. No. Oh. You can't do that. It's too much. There's just it's dangerous, and that's not cool. I don't know. And all of it, I was just floored too. I'm like, oh wow. He talked to two senators, and he got a call from the judge. What? Oh boy.
Who are weirdo people, Frank? What
Yeah,
are
I know he's a
weirdo
troll.
people?
It's a troll, and now I can't. I blocked him, but I'm not sure what's going on.
Oh, okay.
I did block him, but yeah,
Funny,
he
someone who can't show their face saying some other people are weird, but that's cool.
yeah. And so far, he's able to keep hate on my channel. I can't even take that down.
Really?
It's not letting. It isn't even there. Okay, that I pushed another one just to get it off there. Yeah, it was stuck there. I'm like, what the heck? It's happened to me before, but now I got away like that. Yeah, trolls. Trolls will be
Because
trolls.
I can't even like check out who it is because we're on 3 different channels and
Oh yeah.
comments didn't come off Truth or Tube. It came off of probably Agent Orange. Who knows?
Agent Orange has the most. I mean, I have
Most
and
people in there.
well, no, I have the most trolls right now, really after me on Agent Orange Baby, and then I have Truth or Tube a lot from the protest days, and also from the ICP crew, which I don't know sometimes, but yeah, I don't know. I have all kinds of trolls. Look at last night. Wasn't that last night? I had the cross dresser.
Oh, that was funny.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Yeah. Oh man, that was funny. All right. Oh, I've never had one in almost 4 something 5 years. Nothing of that sort on here. Interesting. They're really trying hard. Yeah. Oh, is this clown back?
No, I found him. He is on Agent Orange.
He's an agent. Yeah. Are you a mod? You're a mod. You can kick him. Wow.
Yeah, well, yeah, I am, but it's a troll channel. There's no content.
Of course not.
I'm gonna get rid of your ass.
Mm. So yeah, I don't know where Skies is. I thought she was here. What did she say? Oh, hello, hello, Skies.
Ooh.
So yeah, I'm sorry that I had to go there earlier. Well, I'm not sorry, but it had to happen. And I wish Leslie would come up and talk to us about this. Leslie,
Well, that's what I wrote. I wrote to her. I said that we're going live in 10 minutes to come up and talk to us. We obviously need to talk since you think that we should be squirming, and I didn't appreciate that word.
That's pretty.
I didn't like that. So
I mean,
that's not nice. You don't say that to a friend. Come on.
Well, I know she's probably hurt, but I have to let free thought and people's free speech here, as also she can attack people for their free thought and their experiences and think that hers is the only way it should be. That's how I feel like she's coming off to everybody. I don't know. That's just how I feel. And some of the other stuff.
Well, I can't remove this guy from the chat. It won't work. It doesn't work.
Okay, he's a certain somebody then, yeah.
Right.
I don't. Yeah, that's the only way. That,
Well,
yeah, that
because Frank was blocked, I guess he blocked him on StreamYard.
I blocked him on StreamYard. Yeah,
Yeah, I can't block him on. I can't remove him from Agent Orange. It won't
is
work. It's not working.
if he's already if he chats again, try it. If he does another one, then try it. I won't touch it. Then we'll know. Yeah,
That's strange. Usually, could just get rid of them. Boom.
sometimes not. Not this certain one.
Well, aren't we lucky?
Aren't we lucky? I know, right? So what's Ruger? How are you? What's this say? Infestation of psycho trolls the past 2 years. Yeah, it started showing their ugly face on my channel also. Yep. They're infiltrating YouTube. They're infiltrating all the social media, and we know who's directing it. Yep. And it's unfortunate. You know what's unfortunate is all these shield channels, Ruger and everybody. Listen, the thumbs up, the thumbs down was removed, so all these shield channels look like they're so loved. Oh, one video, 34,000 people watching. Oh wow, I should watch that. I should leave this person. This is their paid, privately owned, government-run channel. Most of them, Pogo, really outrageous, man. So, you would think there's something better to do, but no, they're trolling because they get paid for it. So, of course, they're trying to discredit channels like myself. Anybody that's the opposite of their narrative. So,
Uh-oh. It looks like my thing is doing weird shit.
uh-oh. Oh, yeah. You know they love us so much.
Yeah. Yeah, you went robot for a few seconds there.
Probably the keywords I was saying. Hey, I didn't like it. Ooh. Yeah. Aurora World Wrecking Crew.
And Troll Channel.
Look at this. He just said it's a troll channel created today. He just looked. See?
Right. There you go.
Damn. Yep. And why? Because, when we have our channels, it all connects us to frequency. And they're like, oh, these people are, it puts us in a spider web. And they're like, these people are a little bit of threatening to them, what we talk about and the keywords, the words that we use. Apparently, that's threatening to the AI, people that programmed these computers. So that's what makes it so targeted with these trolls, these AI trolls too. What the connections are, Does that make sense to you guys? They're looking at the connections and who's, what they're saying, what keywords they're using, and that's where they send over the trolls. Some of it is AI, some of it's real humans behind it. Yep, views, likes, and comments, all censored on my channel. It's getting worse. Yeah, Ruger, you know what? I don't get any, 0 on Truther 2. Oh, go look at under all my videos. See how many comments I have. Because that channel is shadow banned, and they won't let me comment hardly ever. And then Agent Orange, they've let me read it, but I don't know. I haven't looked recently either. I don't care anymore because it doesn't matter. They're going to censor. They censor us so hard, like you said. The views, likes, they remove likes when people like it. They can do all kinds of stuff to just discredit you and make you look like nobody watches your channel. All that garbage. And
that's what happens with my band channel. I'm telling you. I get sales every day from Bandcamp. I have at least $10 coming in a day from downloads.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, even since that long ago, since you've been in it. So that's sweet.
Yeah, because, people still are into that music and, I don't know. It just was a gift that kept giving.
Yeah, sweet. That's pretty cool though. That adds up. That adds up, you know.
Well, I before I did that, I had pirates stealing all of my downloads. There were like companies in Russia that was selling my music and pocketing the money. So I had to do all these. I did a bunch of DMCA takedown requests, and I got them all taken down. And then I just uploaded everything to Bandcamp, and now I'm getting the money. Because before I didn't even care. I just did this like search through Google, and I realized, oh my God, everybody's bootlegging all my shit, man. I have to stop this.
Oh man, that's the way to be smart about your work. Copyright laws and all that. People are ripping off.
Everything was copywritten in the 80s. Everything is copy. I have the copyrights on everything and on my logo and all that stuff. I didn't have to hire anybody to do my DMCA takedowns. There were 30. I did it myself. I know how to do all that stuff. So just messed with the wrong person. They just think that because you're from this old band, you're dead and there's no one around to bust them, So they just go ape shit. And they made a lot of money, from my stuff. They had some nerve just selling your stuff, but it happens all the time.
Yeah. That's a dirty world of everything, people are going to rip people off. I mean, it seems like almost everyone, I don't want to say everyone, but a lot of people are they love to rip people off. They're out to rip you off. I mean, isn't that terrible? Like no morals and values anymore.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
It is.
But that's an example of like being suppressed because I've had that YouTube channel for my band, 14 years now? And I never go above 150 subs. And I get messages saying I have new subscribers and the plays never go up. But I redirected everybody to Bandcamp if they want to, buy the downloads. And how am I getting so much business then? I don't understand that. And because the only places I advertise is the Facebook page and the YouTube page. So I don't know how that works, that I'm getting all these sales and then never having any plays go up or anything. I don't get it.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that all works.
They just don't like the message. They don't like the message. It's the same thing I'm talking about now. Same message. It was
the same message. Yeah, it was the same message. Yeah, it was a message. They didn't want you to warn them in advance, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All these hardcore like historians that write books, they always have shitty things to say about me, but they never knew me. I never met these people. I don't know who they are. And they have this stuff to say about me, which to me is totally funny, that I'm, a crazy person or whatever. The one person said I was like some kind of hippie. I don't know what they're talking about, but whatever.
A hippie? That's hilarious. I don't know. You weren't a hippie. You were a total badass rocker. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Like your voice is amazing. I couldn't believe it. I mean, what was your metal? You did metal, and I mean, what would you consider your genre?
Well, I mainly had the two bands that I did any real recordings with or anything. Mm-hmm. One was the hardcore band from the early 80s, and the other one is, I guess you'd call it thrash.
Yeah, thrash.
Or whatever. But that one, it's like we took a really long time. We didn't really play out until like maybe the last year that I actually did it. We really just rehearsed. We wrote music and rehearsed and recorded for the first 4 years. I never really wanted to take it, onto the stage because I really don't like to do that, as I told you before. And the last year we just started doing it, and we had so many gigs right away and big gigs. And next thing you know, all these record labels were interested in us. I told you that whole story.
Yeah.
I just decided I just didn't want to do any of it anymore. And I moved to the California coast and just became like a beach bum. I just didn't care anymore. I just didn't want to do it.
And then you went surfing, right? After that?
Raving. I went raving.
Raving. I know you surf too. I'm like, damn, you surf.
All at the same time. All at the same time.
Wow.
I did that right up until I left the coast, and now it's like it's so horrible over there that it's not even worth it for me to go over there, and I really miss that. But I got sick a few times going into the ocean. Bad, like flu, like kind of like sinus infection thing, and then everything was just dying in it, and I just didn't feel safe going in it anymore. I don't like surfing and there's like a dead sea lion floating by me. It just bugs me.
Ooh. Yeah, and the Fukushima and all the radiation, what's going on in California, the heavy payloads and the bunker fuel from the ships out there. Man, I wouldn't want to swim in that now.
But it was
so I know.
It was so beautiful. You'd never know that was going on.
Was 20 years ago.
Dead tide pools. All the tide pools started dying. There were tide pools full of anemones and all the sea life, and then they were all gone. And
yep. Oh boy, it would be horrifying just to take water samples from the ocean over there. I would be horrified. I know they do. They just don't tell anybody. I mean, they do lightly.
Well, the brown pelicans are all dying right now, and who needs to see all this? I love all those creatures. I was there when it was beautiful, so I just moved up the mountain away from it because I can't handle it. So,
yeah, hippies are not what's wrong with people. Yeah, it's what they're doing. Why are the animals dying? Well, it could be methane gas coming up from the earth. Or it could be all the oil and radiation or frequencies. Frequencies are killing a lot too. Don't let them fool you. They're playing out frequencies out there, and it's killing a lot. It's all the birds and whales. Too many whales have washed up this last few years. I'm serious. I've reported it. It's sickening. I've watched it worldwide. Yeah. There's something up. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why this is happening. Magnetism, the magnetism, it changes everybody's brains. That's what it's doing right now. That's why we have a lot of things going on. Frequencies and magnetism and pollution. Aurora, I thought we handled what I needed to talk to you about on live on the video earlier, dude. It was so emotional. I was so emotional. I had to go take a walk and I cried. And I, like Venus said, I was figuring out what I was going to munch on. And then here I am, so I already thought we handled it. I didn't know I needed to call you after we handled it online like we did or whatever, live. So I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed to still call you. I thought we handled it. My bad. My bad, but I have your number. If I still need to call you, I will address it tomorrow. To be honest with you, I'm feeling pretty relaxed right now. So, you skateboarded until you were 16? That's awesome, man. My children, I've been taking them to skate parks this year, and they have a bunch of skateboards, different kinds. Don't ask me what's the difference. But they're learning slowly. My daughter is really into it, and I think that's so cool. I love watching skateboarders, or I used to watch, I don't know, a lot of skateboarding on TV, man. I'm so stoned, guys. I have to admit, I'm really stoned. So can somebody else talk right now? I need to be quiet. Oh, just playing, hon. We're good. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, I got some good Delta 8 finally. So again, I'm back to not being so sad.
That's good.
Uplifting my spirit. Yeah. So what I'm saying is, somebody's in backstage. Excellent. Aurora, I didn't even see you there. Sorry, man. I told you. Hey, what's up? I'm sorry. I'm like, Go ahead, Pop.
It's all right.
Okay.
Hey, I was just kidding about the calling thing, man. I'm just picking. It's all right. We're good.
Okay. Well, I have your number now. So
Yeah,
your program.
don't lose it. It's good. I'm just messing with you. Enjoy your fly, man. You know. Hey, that Delta 8's pretty good shit, man. I didn't know it. I didn't know what it was. I had some gummies a while back, and they fucked me up pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad.
Yeah, that's because that's because it's exactly what it is. It's THC, you know, it's legit.
Low grade. Yeah, it's low grade.
But it works. Eat 5 gummies, I guarantee you'll know it.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, me and the dog got stoned. So yeah, I mean, like he was looking at me because he was spat when he was a puppy because he ate something and he was freaking out, you know, happy. Yeah. And he was all freaking out and I was like, oh God, you know, and so I gave him a gummy and I ate me a gummy. I thought, oh, it's cool. It'll calm him down. He looked at me and it kicked in about 45 minutes later. He looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, yep. I said, yeah, me too, buddy. I mean, we were stoned. He was calm. He was just looking at me. I was like, oh man, I'm fucked up.
Oh boy, you should gave him half of it. Oh,
well, I didn't know. It didn't do shit. I mean, it was like, well, this ain't doing nothing for me, man. An hour later, and I was like, okay, well, calm down, man. It was creeped up on me, man. I was toast, and he was toast, and I was looking at him, going, well, I love you, buddy. At least you're calm now.
Yeah, right.
You know? Chrissy was like, what's a Chrissy was looking at us like, what did you do to my dog? But we were just chilling and he calmed down because when he was a puppy, he'd spaz out, you know. I mean, he got into shit. We never really knew what it was to do it. And he finally chilled out, man. But I mean, we'd have to stay up babysitting him all night because he was like in a panic, freaking out. And I finally realized what it was. It's something he would eat something to make his stomach upset, you know. So and hydrogen peroxide it'll fix that. If you ever have an animal that eats something like
be very careful
even poison, but you got to be real careful with it, you know. But hydrogen peroxide will make them, it'll make them throw up whatever they got in their stomach.
How much do you give them?
Not much. I mean, you can half a cup maybe, if that. I mean, with him, he wouldn't drink nothing. He wouldn't drink it, so I had to squirt it down his mouth. I mean, I felt and it was bad. I mean, he was fighting us, but 20 minutes later, he was good. You know, when I thought we finally figured it out, but. You know, I saved him twice from that, and then I saved my Rottweiler one time that way from eating rat poison with peroxide. I mean, it sucks, and it sucks, and they don't like it, wow. but it does work. I mean, you know, it's better than watching, you know, the alternative, you know. But I didn't mean to ruin y'all's day earlier, man. I'm sorry. No. I'm really sorry. I didn't even know you were having a bad day. I just happened to get there at the wrong time, and I'm so sorry. You know,
you got to tell us.
I
deal with that because no.
Well, yeah. I know it upset y'all, and I just wanted to tell y'all that was not my intention. You know, I came at the wrong time. I didn't even know what y'all's chat was about before that. I didn't even know you were having a bad day, and I didn't know. And I was like, man, you know, great. Here we go, Al. That's why I was like, just call me. And I sat there and I was watching you talk. I was like, oh shit, I can't do this. So I just went ahead and put it up there because I didn't want Venus. I didn't want you to get upset, and I knew you were upset, missed it, and I was like, "What did I just do?" You know. So, you know, that's me.
I erased it. I'm glad I deleted it.
But I felt bad, and I was like, "Well, now, man, I knew," and I was like, "Oh shit!" I told Chris, I said, "Well, I just ruined their day." So I just came at the wrong time. I just wanted to tell y'all I was sorry. If I had known that was the case, I would have waited until maybe you were less upset.
I'm glad because I was organizing a Facebook group to put together a commissary for her.
Well,
to get people,
I just wanted to tell y'all that y'all enjoy your time. Miss it. Y'all enjoy your high. Be happy. You deserve that. You deal with enough bullshit, and you do too, Venus. Man, y'all are my friends, and I love y'all. And y'all are nothing but y'all are good people. Y'all, I'm tired. She said,
we're having a baby hippo.
We're having a baby hippo. Shut up.
Oh, that would be so awesome.
She's not kidding, man.
They're so cute.
You just busted the door, son.
Hello. You can have a whole farm. You can just change it to a farm.
No, that's what it is. That's what it is. We got chickens. We got like 25 chickens.
25 chickens are coming.
25 chickens will be on my doorstep on the 4th of July. So and five goats. 5 goats.
On the second.
Five dwarf goats. 5 pygmy goats on the second.
Aw.
Chickens on the 4th.
Your
I don't
children
know.
are gonna love all of them. They're
I
gonna
know.
have so much fun. They're gonna love it.
And we've got full reign of the other 90 acres. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're gonna let us. They'll let us have full reign. Yeah, so we got like full reign of 100 acres, man, and that's really cool. We ran around for the past 5 hours trying to get a damn truck, and
then I get online and reserve one for tomorrow.
yeah, and she got online, and I mean we went to all the way across to almost to Dallas, and then we get there and they didn't know, and we came all the way back over here to this other one, and they didn't have it that they told us they did. So then we come all the way home, and I was bitching the whole way. I'm like, rah! She was laughing. She made her pee, and she was laughing so hard. And because I get that way. Y'all have no idea.
Big time.
Y'all have no idea. And she'll tell you, and I go off the chain, man, and she just, it's funny. You'll see one day. I'm like, I get stupid. I start throwing shit, put on gas masks, good times. But then, so then I said, if we get home, watch. I said, you'll make a reservation at the first place we went. I'll be damned if that's exactly what she did. And I'm like, really? I'm gonna go slash the tires. I'm not moving shit.
And we're gonna go rob.
and sure as shit. So I gotta wait till tomorrow at 3:30. But yeah, I lost my shit. I lost my shit on the way home, man. I was like, rah! Let's get them all. That's just shit. But yeah, I'm ready, man. It is good. So we'll hopefully, we're gonna be there. I don't give a damn, man. If I got to put it in a taxi cab, we're gonna be there by Saturday, sometime around lunch. Man, there were so many cops out today. There were cops everywhere, man.
Yeah.
So
they need it. It's the last day of the month. That's why.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. And we went right by where we used to live before we moved here, and I was like, man, I'm so glad I'm out here. There was like 13 cops in less than a mile of our house where we lived before, and I'm like one. And then this one turned around and come by me, so we had to switch seats. My license, man, been suspended for 1,000 years now for nothing.
Oh no.
Yeah, I got my license suspended over 15 years ago for a wreck that I didn't even have. Somebody used my name, blah, blah, blah. And I got pulled over and they said, oh, your license suspended? I'm like, no, I've had my license since I was 16, never had a problem, Anyway, it was, so I don't care. Who are they to tell me I can't drive? I've been driving since
Baby hippo.
She's big. We're about to have our mayor's about to have her pony any day now. So she was supposed to like.
For the hippo?
No, it's a pony. It's our pony. Hey, she'll get one. She was going to get a giraffe.
I am getting a giraffe.
She said she's going to get a giraffe. I'll have a rhinoceros before the year's over.
Not a rhinoceros.
What?
Not a rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros are crazy.
Yeah, so are you. You probably ride the damn thing, huh?
I'm getting a purple giraffe.
Man, I'll let y'all go. I just wanted to say, I want to say what's going on, and I was just kidding about the thing, but you're still fired for not calling me.
Oh, I'm always in the doghouse. That's all right.
I am too. I've been in trouble since the day I was born, man. What happened today at school? You're grounded. Okay.
Yeah. I know. I got grounded. Yeah, I was always grounded.
I wouldn't worry. Man, it didn't bother me. I get in trouble at school. I'd rather get in trouble at school. And I knew because when I got home, I was getting my ass whooped. If I got, and I only got licks like twice the whole time I was in school, right? I got suspended a few times. Then they just put me in the BAC class, the bad attitude class, the behavioral adjustment class. I stayed there from like the 7th grade until I was a sophomore or junior, and I was like, well, okay, this is all right. Cause I used to get stoned with my teacher, man. He was cool.
Oh.
He was a guitar player. He was an old hippie dude, man. He was my friend. And I ended up going to this party, this house one time, and I was tripping on acid. And he was there in the back smoking a joint with some guys that I went to school with, man. And I'm like, what's up, Mr. Greg? He's like, hey, Alan, how you doing? I'm like, hey, cool. So I guess I'm not going to be in trouble Monday morning, right? You know. So,
Oh,
but they were really cool. I mean, they were just as bad as we were. The teachers of the BAC class were bad too. You know. So but my high school years were pretty fun until I went to jail when I was in high school. But you know,
I mean, look at her. She's miserable.
here, let me see. Let me see your phone. Look, this is this right. Can you see this? Let's see. That's our mare that's about to have a pony.
oh, hold on.
It's a hippo.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. She's
She's big.
beautiful.
Yeah, she's about to have
A hippo.
Harlan,
She
$500,000
looks like
$1 million
it.
horse.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, we adopted her. I mean, so like
She was discarded at slaughter.
Yeah,
Give him a
discarded at
call.
slaughter.
Give him a call.
She's bred with like the king of horses.
Harlan bred.
A Harlan bred. She's a Harlan bred horse, man. Like they're
She's
They're-
a Mustang. The stallion is a Harlan bred buckskin stallion.
yeah, buckskin stallion, and they're worth like thousands of dollars, man.
They were inducted into the Quarter Horse Hall of Fame in 2019, and they set the bar for the Quarter Horse standards.
Yeah. So that just fell in our lap. I can't
Wow.
wait, man. Well, yeah,
I bailed
and
her out
that's
for
she bailed her out for $600. Yeah, $600, and the pony will bring us probably 100,000,
If not more.
if not more than that. That's like our saving grace, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, if we
Wow.
actually let her go, you know, I kind of get attached to animals. Probably not. Probably like, yeah, she's worth all this
I might
money.
let
We don't care. She's
somebody
ours.
I'd let somebody show it.
I know, you're right. You get
Yeah.
attached.
We're animal
Yeah.
people, man. You know, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about selling animals is not okay with me.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I know. It's you get too attached.
They
And you
become
just,
family.
I know.
Yeah, family, man.
It gets addictive. You
Yeah.
gotta watch out. It will get addictive. I'm
I
just
already know. Shit, yeah, I already know. That's why we have 15 some horses already. You
Yeah,
know.
but you teach your children to help and do that every day, and that's
They
what I was
love
doing. with mine.
they love that. They're good kids,
Yeah.
man. You know, and that's what she wanted on forever, and that's what everybody wants. And you know, like y'all are always welcome there too. You know, it's a sanctuary, not just for animals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
that's yeah. So all that aside, funny thing I meant to tell you, or I got to tell Snaps. You know, Dex, man, is less than 30 minutes from my house.
I thought he was here in Atlanta.
He's in Cleveland County, Oklahoma. That's the same county I live in.
Yeah, he, not long, 3 or 4 years ago, he was here. Wow.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cleveland County, Oklahoma. That's where their research place is. It's 30 minutes from my house.
Wow.
I meant to tell
I thought
Snaps
he was-
that. He might be. He might, that's just what the records are showing, that he's shown to be living and operating out of Cleveland County, Oklahoma. It's LBR Research or whatever that place is called. No matter what that is, that place is still there, and it's 30 miles from my house
That's crazy.
in the same county. Oops.
Oh, they retard. Yeah, that is so crazy, man. That is
Oh.
wild. So
Oops.
look at why things are happening, why they've have been. You know.
I know. That's okay. I just kind of wonder how they're going to feel whenever me and 4 of my generals and an attorney walk into their offices and ask for them to talk to us.
Bet
That's
you will.
oh,
Bet
that's
you will.
that's absolutely
I
going
can't
to happen. I haven't
can't
talked
wait.
to. Yeah, oh yeah, that's absolutely going to happen in full military precision. So you know,
I believe.
yeah, I'm going to take 4 of my generals and an attorney with me, and he's going to talk to me. They're going to talk with us. That's
They
just
should.
oh well, you know, that's saying that he's not there hiding behind somewhere saying he's not. Either way, I'm going there to say hi.
That'd
So
be nice.
I mean, if I
Yeah.
live in the same county, it does seem only right that I can stop Philip. That I only go say hi to my neighbor.
Yeah, really. Stop by and make a friendly little visit. Nothing
Stop
wrong with that.
Daddy, deliver. Daddy,
You know,
deliver.
make a
Absolutely.
friendly little visit. Hey, what's
Absolutely.
up?
Daddy, deliver him.
Yeah, you know, that's
Nothing illegal about that, is there? Nothing.
not Fruitcake City. We're a business.
I'll be out there and
business.
see it in a minute.
I just figured I'd throw that one at you too. That'd get you good
Yeah,
small.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's my neighbor, same county.
Mm,
Well, I know. That's a neighbor, all right. That's not far away. I
Well,
can't believe that. That's
I can't
something-
either. I found that out 2 days ago. I mean, I meant to tell you that. I was like, oh shit. So this jackass lives in the same county we do. Okay, that's all right with me. That's all right with me. So that just makes it closer for me to go, and I don't have to get on a plane because I'm on a no-fly list. So I can't fly no more.
He might have multiple houses.
It's all right. I plan on going to the business, in a suit.
Yeah. The business is where it's legal.
So I figure, but I'll let y'all go.
She's my daughter, not my sister, Philip.
So I'm gonna let y'all go. And
See you later. Thanks.
y'all have
Mom.
absolutely enjoy your Delta.
I will, as always.
Bye guys,
Thanks,
I love you.
All right. Well, take
so
care.
loud.
Say good night. Sam. Bye, guys.
Did you really just kiss it then?
Oh, wait. Uh-oh. So, where does this guy live? Oh, he already answered that. Okay. Oh, guys. Yeah. I love giraffes. You can have giraffes here in Georgia. I bet they will have a giraffe. It's a beautiful horse. Venus, are you there? Hey, Mary. Good to see you. I didn't get to say hello to everybody in the chat. Oh, come in. So who wants to come up and chat, guys? Come on. Don't make me do all the talking tonight, please. I'm just chilling. Kind of chilling like a villain. You know what I mean? So I'm glad to know that, we got all that cleared up earlier to some extent, but things are how they are. Hey, Ruth. What did I miss? You fell asleep? Oh, you fell asleep and you said you woke up at 7 o'clock and you thought it was 7 in the morning? You said, I fell asleep and woke up at 7 p.m. and thought it was 7 a.m. I've done that before, man. Isn't that a freaky feeling? I've done that before. It's so weird. Good to see you're feeling better too, my friend. Yeah, I took Daisy, my Dalmatian, for a walk, and because I need to get her out. And I went a different way in my neighborhood, not around that one house that guy come to my house many times. So it was good. And then I got some Delta 8, so now I'm good. I feel a little better, but it was still very emotional, even before I came on here. So my eyes are puffy and stuff, guys. My eyes look weird too. Feeling better because I was crying off and on. It hurts. It really hurts. The conversations that we had earlier hurts my heart. Especially if Leslie, if you're listening, I'm sorry that you feel like we're attacking you. I wish you would come up and talk and we could have a debate, adult conversation, just friends talking, but I guess that's not going to happen. So it was hurt, it hurts my heart. So are you going to be up in a few? Okay, excellent. Excellent. Yeah, I'm chilling. So yeah, it just hurts my heart, and I've had to do that to some people. I've had to do it. There's been so many recently because there's a lot of weirdness going on. It's not that Leslie's weird. It's just that, when it comes to attacking people in the chat about their thoughts, and I feel like it's being imposed too much. And some other things I stated earlier. That's when I just had to say something. Finally, I had to come to that point. Venus.
My stray kitty was crying out the window. I heard him. So
did you feed him?
Yeah. He's
I'm
lucky he gets organic, like catfish food out of me.
Oh wow. Yeah, I figured these ones out here, they've been sitting and waiting for some pate. So I've been feeding them a lot too. And I grilled them some chicken.
Oh, I know.
I know, and I split it with my cats and the outdoor cats because there's this skinny old black cat that I tried to rescue, but at the time I had a German Shepherd, up until a few months ago. So that cat did not like the German Shepherd, so he not want to be in my house. So now he's skinny and he lost a lot of his fur, but he's looking better. and he's getting more friendly with me. So maybe I could rescue him again. I don't know.
Well, that's what
Working on it.
cat is like. He's young. He's like a little skinny black cat
Oh
who's
yeah.
really squeamish, and I tried to bring him up in my house when he was injured. His ears were torn up, and he wouldn't let me. So I treated his ears outside. I put bacitracin on them, and they healed up. But he has a certain yowl. He'll come by the window and yell and let me know that he comes
Meowing.
to breakfast and dinner. So
Feed up Daisy. She's a handful. Oh, Daisy. Well, that's good. That cat. I want to show you a picture of mine. I bet you he sounds like the one exactly like the one mine. My little. He's frail, but he's so cute, and he has this little meow.
yeah,
And and he let me pet him, and he's getting warmer, and he's coming up to my door, and he knows he's trying to ask me for food. So that's what I'm reading him. So I'm like, I'm gonna really like take care of you. He used to be here in my house. He used to sleep next to me. So he just got so scared of the German Shepherd, he couldn't be in the house.
hi guys.
He didn't come back. Hey, Skies. He's trying to
Hey,
push the button.
ladies.
How are you? Good to see you.
Nice to be seen. Yeah.
You
So,
look good. You look fresh and
yeah,
beautiful
I
as
feel
always.
much.
Your hair
I
looks
feel
nice.
better. Okay, so you see the lightning show I got going on back here?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's
You had the
you know,
lightning show in your video. That
yeah,
video you
yes,
posted.
yes,
Wow.
yes. It's funny. I'm getting away from skies, and yet,
Yeah.
you know. So just like an hour ago, before I left to pick up Anthony, I got a video call from my niece, my sister's youngest daughter. I've not seen her since she was 9, 8, 11. And she video called me. And she was crying because she was so happy to see Aunt Mimi, and it was nice, but I was kind of rushed because I had to go pick Anthony up. But I should have sent her the link before I got on board here. Yeah, so she could watch us in action. And then I told her I'd call her tomorrow so we could talk more. Yep. So how are you ladies doing?
That's good. You get to talk in your family. Yeah, that feels good. It always makes you feel good, I mean, seriously, that's your family,
Yeah.
It's a
My
good thing.
sister, I don't mean to interrupt you, Mystic.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
good. I was done.
My sister has a problem with me. And one, it was because I was very, very close to my mother. I was, I'm trying to figure out which way I'm supposed to sit. Okay, better. I was very close to my mother. And then when she died, some shit went down. And my sister, for whatever reason, her and I used to be best friends when we were younger. But she doesn't really talk to me. And I know, and I'm not trying to put her down or anything, I know for a fact that she is still an active alcoholic, But because of what I did, I'm still the bad guy. You know what I mean? So I love my sister. It was her birthday yesterday. I sent her, happy birthday crap through Facebook. But,
Yeah.
she does.
Thinking of you.
She doesn't really talk to me. But again, that's okay. But I've spoken to Megan's older sister, Callie. And now I've spoken to Megan, and I met her man, and her oldest boy wasn't home, but I met the 2 younger daughters, and Megan's like, "That's your Aunt Mimi." And, she was telling me how good I looked. And
You got some
You know,
crazy thing going on
it-
right behind you.
I do.
Jeez,
That's
oh,
actually
God,
the west. That's
look
the
at
west. So that's like the Gulf of Mexico is back that way. Yeah.
it's flash
Wow.
continuously.
Yeah.
Wow.
So pretty. Photographic.
Yeah.
And then you look
Yes.
so refreshed. Like Ruth said, you're glowing, you look happy. Look at you
I feel
smiling.
better.
Yeah, you look so
It's what-
refreshed and alive. See what little love from family can do
Yeah.
for you.
And a shower is the wonders what a shower can do.
Yeah, it does. I had a shower the
Yeah.
other day. I felt wonderful. I scrubbed good. I was like, wow.
Yeah. Because, again, I told you just like this past week, I haven't been feeling myself and,
I
just wasn't me, so,
Oh, I know.
my husband's like, well, why don't you just take a shower in the morning? Because at 6:30, I decided, no, I'm going to take a shower now. Because otherwise, I'm ready to fall asleep. And then with our text, I thought you meant you were going on at 10 p.m.
Yeah, that's why
Which
I said
I
no, 10
would-
minutes.
I would have made it for 10, but I would have made it with a cup of coffee. And then you said
Right.
10 minutes, 10 minutes. I was like, great. That's even better.
Right. Yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that was even better. I didn't know. I thought you meant you couldn't make it. So I was like, oh no. But
No,
that's
I would have
good.
been there. I would have waited till 10. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I was like, why not now? Venus said, yeah, why not? I was like, all right, let's go. I'm in a better
Yep.
mood. I'm in
That's
a better
good.
mood. Yeah, I got these floodlights on me that are making me look really pasty and white. Dang. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, and they're blinding. They're blinding.
We
too.
we have two lights. One is really dim, but if I don't literally turn the bright bulb on, you can't see me at all. So when
Right.
I come outside, just so you can see my face, yeah. So
Yeah, I have to keep them on because my chickens. That's really
Mm.
cute. I keep it on because it's deterrent from owls. There's a lot of hoot owls the last few days, and the
wow,
light. I don't know. It just makes me feel like I have all these floodlights, and plus I can see more anyway. But, yeah,
absolutely,
so
yeah.
I just
And
leave 'em
you're
on.
alone, so
So I just leave them on all night, and
Yeah,
I just- and I
that's a
have
good
cameras.
idea.
And I have cameras, so I watch stuff like when I'm inside. And so it doesn't matter, it's not like I wouldn't see somebody. you know.
Right. Yeah, we don't
You know,
have any
it's,
cameras here.
I did
but-
it until recently.
Right.
I
A
only got
couple
'em-
of years. Whoops.
Go ahead. No, you're good.
No, you were saying something.
I just got them recently. I got the third stimulus, and that's because shit got weird in my life from being on YouTube and all kinds of reasons. So I got cameras, and I'm so happy. And that's how I started recording, seeing all these orbs and spirits too. I was like,
Yeah.
what? Wow. So go
Yeah.
ahead now. Yeah. That's all.
So my neighbor moved in a few years back, and he's an architect, and he carries a gun, and apparently left it in his car. And now our bedroom window is 12, 15 feet from where he parks his truck, and we heard nothing. And apparently somebody broke into his window and they stole his gun and wallet. So
How did
then,
they know? Damn.
So then a few months later, or several months later, his truck was broken into again. And that's when he installed cameras. And we have a sensor light now on. Well, we've always had it, but we don't normally use it. But we put the sensor light on too. So if somebody walks over, the light's going to come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, but
Those are good. Those
yeah.
are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have a big lit area, so it never hurts, But
Yeah.
if somebody wants something or they really want, they'll just come anyways. You
Yeah.
can't stop people that have intention.
That's
Yeah.
why we leave nothing in our cars.
Yeah, I don't leave anything in my car. I mean, there's a few quarters, you know what I mean, but nothing of value. Nothing.
Yeah, I bring my gun back and forth in my car when I'm driving. It's in the console, and then it comes in with me. You know.
Yep.
So
Yeah, well, that's my husband asked, "What the hell made you leave your gun in the car?" You know, but the kid was caught, wasn't he? A few months later, he was caught breaking in someplace. I don't know, but he was caught. So
that's good. I just wonder how they
yeah,
know to break in that car with something in there. You know how random, how many cars they break into, then know. You know.
exactly,
I like it.
exactly.
Yeah. Kind of strange, like somebody they knew or what, you know?
That was my first impression, that it was like an inside job. It
Yeah.
really, I really did think that. But, can I prove it? No, of course not. I can't prove that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, my air conditioner. I'm gonna go turn that off so we can hear. Hold on.
I can't, it's not disturbing
You
us.
guys can you hear it?
Nope. I
Oh,
can't hear it. Nope,
okay.
you're fine.
All right.
Yeah, you're fine.
I gotta read
Yeah.
chat. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna let them enjoy the lightning for a few minutes, and then I'll go.
right.
It's great. But again, they say there's no such thing as heat lightning. Well, what's that?
It's not heat lightning.
It's not.
Oh wow, I should hang some black scarves in my yard. Is that for they'll think they're hot? Okay, I will do that.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I had a scarecrow up against there too. What?
We have one big owl who flies through, like 4:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock.
Great horn.
Yeah, he says it's a great horned owl. And I've only seen him once. He swooped real low, right above the pool. And man, I'm telling you, he had a wingspan and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, but I just barely caught him going by because I was sitting out here in the dark. Now I know to put the lights on early in the morning. Yeah, well, we've got a lot of birds, and recently a little black snake was in our backyard. I told you all that.
Rat snake,
But-
yeah.
Yeah, but
Rat snake, they're harmless. They eat rats.
Yeah.
Don't kill them. They don't. They do more good. They don't. They're harmless. They look.
yeah, I leave.
I mean, if you're
I
afraid
leave
of snakes,
every.
yeah.
I leave everything be.
Yeah, that's I mean,
Except for when they invade my house, then we have an issue.
okay. Now today I saved a really stinging bug in my bedroom. You know, like those stinging little. I don't know. They're like wasps, but they have like iridescent wings, and they're like kind of purpley blue. Well, I didn't want to. I had a fly swatter, but I didn't want to kill them, so I got a cup, and then I put a cup against the window, and I slide an envelope between them, and then I let them out.
Yeah,
And I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna be a good human and not kill you. So
Yeah.
I like now flies, and no, they gotta go.
yeah.
But things like that,
Mosquitoes.
yeah, and mosquitoes, yeah. Speaking of West Nile, there's a lot of what people with I have a video. I think they released some fucking mosquitoes, guys. There's West Nile going on around, and there's a mosquito population in the middle of the country, even here in the south. So be careful. Don't let these motherfuckers eat your blood,
I
because
thought that wasn't it the mosquito that they
I don't
like
trust them.
genetically modified or
Yeah.
something a few years back,
Totally.
right? Yeah,
Billy Goats.
Yeah.
Bill Gates. Yeah.
yeah,
So be
yeah.
careful, guys, because
yeah.
I got bit twice, and I don't get bit that often, but I got bit twice today and last night. And I just seen this on a video. So just be careful, because never know what they could put in there. They could do a
Man,
lot with them. That's a weapon, man. It's right in your bloodstream. Oh,
I agree. I totally agree. I don't trust them. Not,
Guys, let me spray myself. I'm out here.
yeah,
Trust me,
my
that's
husband sprays himself. I refuse to spray it on me, but right now there's no bugs. But what I would do would spray my space,
yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea because I don't
yeah,
want.
but
I seen that. It's scary. I don't trust these fuckers, man.
yeah, I
Especially
mean,
their depopulation events. Yeah.
yeah, depopulation, but now women, I know you have a different opinion, but now women can't have abortions. Uh, it's just crazy, crazy times we're going through right now. Really crazy, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
what I was gonna say, going
crazy
back to the
all around.
subject of saving animals, we have bees. I think they're called mud wasps who land in the water and get stuck, or even the yellow jacket ones, the ones that the earth needs, those are the ones that pollinate the plants. And if one gets stuck, or any kind of bug, if we see them, we rescue them. We have a specific net, and we pull them out, and we go put them over there in the sun
That's
until they're
good.
dried out. Oh yeah.
That's
And
cool. That's very cool.
yeah, yeah, I don't, like, I'm not saying I haven't killed a bug in my day, but
Right.
I
Right.
try to let them live.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Steve. Yeah. See, you just have that heart. We all have that heart. That's why I think everybody on my channel, we all have a heart. Whether you're gonna call us witches, please.
uh,
Come.
yeah,
Nobody's listened. They haven't listened to our conversations, and they obviously haven't listened to much because you could
right,
tell that you have a heart. We all have hearts, and even
yeah,
Leslie. We all. I mean, I really truly believe that. That's why we're out here, out in the open, for the world to judge us and see. Because we have a heart, and we're not worried about it. We know we're
yeah,
righteous. And I
yep.
know, yeah, you got to kill some bugs, and I kill those big flying cockroaches, palmetto bugs, whatever. But like those
Uh,
can't. They're all over the place down here. And when they come in my
yeah,
house, those are prehistoric. And a
we,
regular cockroach, those are gonna go. Termites are gonna go. You know, large
oh,
amount of
absolutely.
large amount of ants gotta go.
Yeah,
But now I mean, just I won't kill like one black ant coming in my kitchen. I'll let them go. But like an
yeah,
invasion, something's gotta happen. Yeah.
yeah.
So,
Like a couple times a year, they wind up on my kitchen counter,
yeah.
and I don't know. I've never counted, but there's like a line of them. And it's near like my coffee pot, and I'm like, no. So
Yeah.
I grabbed the bug spray, you know. Um, yeah,
Spray with
you
cleaner.
can't stay in my house,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. They can invade your house. I mean, they are
Yeah,
insects. But to a certain point, you can be nice at times. It makes me feel good at least. And I know that they're alive a little bit longer on this planet. I mean, I know they can
absolutely.
eat or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, they're here. Again, they're here too. So
I didn't want to
we
be
have
their
to.
God to smush them. I don't want to be that God to say, "Hey, it's your
Mhm.
time." Boom. I think about that. So I told my children, like, don't just kill ants to be killing ants. Like,
Yeah,
like one of my sons do. It's like, how would you like if something just come down and squished you like a giant? Just come and
right.
say, well, what are you? And that's how I
Yeah,
explain it to them. Like if we were just
yeah.
very little compared to a giant, they just thought we were nothing too.
Ex-
You know.
Yeah, exactly.
And then they keep
Yes.
thinking about it. Yeah. So, and karma, it's just like, think about
Yeah.
it. In India, they live with rats around, and the rats roam the streets. I don't know everywhere, but from what I've seen, I've never been to India or left the country, but I have been to Canada. But, anyways, they have rats and cattle roaming the cities, out in
Mm,
the open. Now,
yeah.
that's, yeah, but it's outrageous. They're like lots. Like it's just
I
wide
couldn't do the
open.
rats. I wouldn't
I mean,
mind the
yeah,
cows.
yeah. Now I know they do the rats, which is really interesting. But they believe in that. Like I know rats are smart, but yeah, you can't have them like running around and spreading disease. They're shit and all that piss. So
Yep.
yeah, you gotta keep that shit down. I
I
know in
saw
New York.
one.
Yeah.
I saw one when I first moved down here. My
Oh really?
brother said it was called a citrus rat. I mean, up north, living by, well, I didn't live by the river per se, but they called them river rats, you know. But down here, these are called citrus rats. And
Wow.
I've only ever seen one, and that was one too many, you know. Um, yeah, but I would never harm him. No, I just, we feed the birds, the squirrels, everybody comes in the morning, they eat. Yeah, I showed you our fish that we transferred from a tiny pond into the hot tub, and now the big orange one has grown even more because he has bigger space. Yep. So I cannot see the chat, but I do see Ruth. Hi, Ruth.
Oh, you can't see
Whoever,
chat.
I know
I'm
you
sorry.
got different channels going. So hello, everybody who's watching.
I'm trying
I
to
hope
put them on the chat. I'm trying to put them up. I see what you're saying. So I got to
Yeah,
put them
well,
up on the screen. I'm a
it's
little
just
late.
like for me, if I push my screen to the left, I can see the comments, but then I kind of get distracted.
Oh yeah.
I'm a senile old woman. Come on,
Oh, I'm there. I'm there
I'm a,
with you.
I'm a Looney Tune. Huh. Private joke.
You're not.
I'm a loon, but yeah.
So I love that your background. There's that cloud behind you, and every time the lightning strikes, or is lighting it up,
Yeah.
the sky,
Yeah.
that cloud looks like a ship. It's so crazy.
And
Yeah.
it
You see
may
that big
be,
cloud right there?
it
Cool.
may be.
It looks so cool. I want to blow it up for a minute. Let's watch it for a minute. Man, look at that sky.
Hey, let me get out of the way.
The skies. Wow. Wow, look at that. It's kind of, look at that one cloud. Looks like, it's pretty cool. I like it. It's not threatening because it's way out there in the ocean, right? Or somewhere.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
It's so cool.
Now, before when we were live, I told you I went into the garage to smoke and the side door was open and the thunder was so loud I couldn't even hear you and Voynich and Venus. I couldn't hear anyone speaking. I had my volume all the way up. I didn't have my headphones on. So I put the cigarette out and went back in my room. But man, when I talk about rain and then branches from that big old live oak in front of our house, big, thick branches had fallen onto our sidewalk and a couple of really big ones in our driveway. Yeah, it was pouring, man. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of the trees are rotting out. That's why,
Yeah, well, this tree is over. I think my brother said when we moved here, like 125 years old. And again, it's illegal to cut them down. I guess you'd have to get permission. You can trim them, but only a certain amount that you can trim. But I actually think the tree is gorgeous. And then it has 2 palm trees growing.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
yeah, it's really pretty. I keep saying I'm going to do a live stream from that position. yeah, because I think it would be really cool, to sit like you got to see the tree and where I want to sit and do a
Oh
video
yeah,
from.
cool.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the foliage in Florida. It is so beautiful. It's got so much. It's so different from Georgia. We're all pine trees,
Yeah, it's funny.
mostly.
When I first moved down here, like every time I saw a palm tree, I would get like excited. And now finally, they're just something I pass by every day.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I mean Florida has its pros and cons, that's for sure.
Yeah, it
And I
does.
guess
Yeah.
every state has its pros and cons.
Yeah, there's a lot
Yeah.
of pros there, and there's some cons. Yeah, and oh,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it would be a hard one to say if you were already there and to leave. There's so many pros, but at
Yeah.
the same time, there's some big ones that no. I don't know. I can't be there. I've spent a lot of time down there, and in my younger years, my 20s. So yeah, I just say, you know what? It is what it is. We don't know what's gonna happen. So you're there. I would stay there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Like I
mean, it's
told
not.
you, going back to New Jersey, the only place I would be able to move is back to like a ghetto situation. There are a few towns not as bad as Patterson, but I just, after living here, and again, this house needs a lot of work. It needs some flooring done. It needs a new roof, the windows, the pool has to be fixed. But this neighborhood, the quietness,
Yeah.
yeah, I
You're
like it
close.
here.
You're
Uh,
close to the beach too. You're only like 30
yeah,
away. Yeah.
it's depending on which way I go and how fast I drive, I would say like 45 minutes and to an hour at the most. And that's if there's some
Bad.
traffic, what day I'm going. But the fact that my brother bought the house in Brandon and we're away from the ocean or the Gulf, when hurricanes do come, we're, I better
Yeah.
knock on wood, we're normally okay, we're safe. Um, since we've been here, I think one time they boarded up the windows and the storm turned out to be like almost nothing, but we've never had to, board them up
Lucky.
since. So,
You're
yeah,
lucky. Yeah. So far, so
yeah,
good. That's awesome. Yeah, that's scary. That's a really scary thing because you have to evacuate and you got to spend money to go somewhere or know somebody
yeah,
out of state or up the state.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Where are
what
you
a
going to go?
nightmare. Yeah, what a
You know?
nightmare. It's like you got to have money set aside, and most nobody who has that these days. Not a lot of people. Not middle
No,
class and lower income. No way.
no.
So and so, elderly and and social security, it's all kinds of the animals suffer. So crazy, man.
Yeah, yep. You
So
know,
crazy they don't
three
have
years
anywhere.
ago,
Yeah.
3 years ago, my brother did have money. He was making great money. And then, I don't know what happened. He lost his job, and then that bullshit came out and shut the whole fucking world down for what, 2 years practically?
Oh yeah,
But,
a year and a half.
um, but now he's working from home, and he definitely is not making the money he should be. I already told you, he's got a master's and a bachelor's in, I guess, business or so, I don't know, but you know, he's educated, and he was really making great money at one point, and then the job, like I said, and I guess no one knew what was coming. So he,
Right.
kind of took a break and collected unemployment, and then the plan happened. Huh,
Yeah.
but
Pandemic,
at
pandemic.
least, yeah, at least he's working now, and I could see a change, that he's feeling better,
That's good. He's
Yeah.
feeling better. Things are going back to a point where right now it's okay, but who knows what's next.
Yeah, with
They're gonna
nobody,
pull it again. Oh, they want to
but
pull this shit one more time. I'm sure.
well, I have a very strong opinion and feeling that something big is coming. I can't make a date. I would never predict a date, but they've been preparing us through commercials and TV shows and movies.
Uh-huh.
They've been telling us. They've been telling us something is coming,
Yeah.
and if there's nothing, we can't stop whatever this is. So
Right.
just if you wake up in the morning and you're still breathing, you just plug along. Just
Yeah. Count
do,
your blessings. Yeah.
yeah, be blessings.
Oh, I know. I can't use that one. I forgot. That was really
Yeah, but
good.
again, we are so programmed, as much as we try to deprogram ourselves, you telling me about the, blah, blah thing.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yet I am like so used to saying that,
Uh-huh.
and,
Takes a while to
God,
program. I know.
you
I had
know,
to do the same thing. I used it too. I had no idea.
yeah,
I
God
know
bless
about all
you.
kinds of stuff. I didn't know about
Yeah.
all kinds of stuff.
But
No.
yeah, bunch of things. The lower D. So I,
Yeah, the Lord,
feel like lower demon, but you know,
the Kings,
that's
the
just
Lord.
that's just my crazy opinions. That's,
Yeah.
that's all it is. Yeah.
And we all have them, and it's good that we can share them, and we can be different in our own ways and individuals, and it's okay. We still vibe about a lot of things. We don't have to be the same about everything, So
Right.
nobody has to get upset. So yeah, it's okay. I mean, I'm all good with that as long as it doesn't affect me. That's like certain things. These transgenders being able to go into a female bathroom, I have a problem with that. I
Yeah.
seriously
Yeah.
do. I
That's a
seriously do.
subject. That's a subject that's very touchy for me.
That's
You
outrageous.
know, because I don't want to sound like I'm being prejudiced. I'm not. I just feel like the
That's
whole
nothing prejudice.
transgender.
There's nothing prejudice about that. That's crazy for somebody to even say that. Number one, sorry. I know.
I I I think the whole transgender plan,
It is a
because
plan.
you think back to when we were kids. Yes, there might have been one or two boys or girls that weren't as feminine, or the boys were extremely feminine, but in my youth we didn't even know the term gay. They were queer,
Yeah, that
and
was
queer means different, and then they came up with gay, and now lesbian. I don't even know, LGBT, whatever the letters are.
I was
And
bisexual back then, yeah. Or no,
right,
not bisexual. I don't know, whatever.
and remember when Bruce Jenner, now I don't know if you're old enough to even remember him, Mystic, being like, the top gold medalist in the Olympics. I mean, he was literally the man's man athlete in the Olympics, and gets with the K clan, and all of a sudden decides he wants to be a woman. Well, I personally think that also was a gigantic psyop. I really do. You know, could I be wrong? Of course I can be wrong. Of course I could be wrong. But, you know, yeah, I think they're doing this to the
That is
children.
yeah, it's something to do with what's in the milk and things, or hormones, or pumping in the chicken in the milk. There's a lot to do with it. What their
And
chemicals are changing everybody's makeup. So I don't
yep,
think I don't like hate people for that, or dislike them, or being mean or anything. That's because they're being transgender. What is it? Transhumanism. That's transhumanism. Being
exactly.
transformed.
They want us to be, I forget the word, where we're like neutral. You know what I mean? We're not male, we're not female, where there's a specific name, starts with A. Um, that's where they're trying to go. And you know, the more vaccines, the more medications, the more air, you know, the shit that's airborne, and the food, and you know, the list
Yeah.
just goes on and
I just
on.
wonder what
Everything
the
we're exposed
agenda.
to.
I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know what the agenda of that is. I've always thought maybe aliens. Like, are they getting us ready for when the aliens come down? They're like, they look no gender. You know, have you ever seen all the
Right. So
bodies?
the
Yeah.
word is asexual, meaning
Okay.
you're not man nor woman.
Oh,
Asexual. Yeah.
asexual. Okay. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I think. That maybe I mean, what is their true agenda of this? If you look at the Baphomet, he's, he's both. The creature's
Both.
both. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Mm.
what is their agenda again? Who designed that? What's their agenda behind doing this to humanity as a whole? There's got to
Yeah.
be a
And
reason. So when we have another race, whatever alien, whatever you want to call it, come and take over our planet, or come intertwine with our planet, maybe we're not attacking them and killing them. I have no idea. Think about on a
yeah.
level. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what
It's,
I've been thinking.
you know, there's just so many questions as to what is the end game. What are they doing? You know, and why now? You know, like, keep in mind, Venus and I are both the same age. And I've only, like I said, as a child, I only knew a couple of kids that, you know, I wasn't sure of, but they were two boys, and they were very feminine. Now, I don't keep really in touch with either of them, but who knows? Are they gay? I don't know. I don't. And I don't care. I don't. But the thing with the little girl saying I'm a boy trapped in a girl's body, and at the age of 3 and 4, these parents are literally switching their sexes. I just don't. I don't
At 3 or
understand
4,
that.
you think that, yeah, the 3 or 4-year-old knows what they're actually
And
saying, or their mind flips from 1 second to the other. No way. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
No. Oh my gosh, that's so wrong. They shouldn't be able to do that. That's like, I feel like that's almost child abuse. That is like, you should be able to
absolutely.
change. Like, that's crazy. I see some moms bringing their kids to those drag shows that were recently in the you know interwebs and media, of these women taking them, little children of all ages, to drag shows recently, and they were like, I think, what was one at what was it, the food chain? Do you remember that recently? These women bringing
I
these young
don't.
children.
I
Yeah.
don't.
I showed it. I forget where they were doing it. Yes, it was on Salty
I'm
Cracker. All these channels were covering it.
I'm
Yeah.
just gonna. Oh, we lost Venus. I'm gonna turn off my camera, but I'm still here.
All right.
Wait a
problem.
minute. I can't find out. Okay, there we go. Yeah, because now it's not only like ridiculous humidity. I can talk. Humid. It's extremely humid. But now
is
the
child abuse.
mosquitoes.
Yeah,
The
Ruth agrees.
mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So I have my back room all set up. Before I even jumped on your panel, I plugged in the fan. I put the lights on. So yeah, I'm all ready to go. Just have to get in there.
Excellent.
Yeah. Thank goodness for air conditioning, man. Because actually, when I first got home, it was nice and cool outside. There was a really nice breeze. I think it said like 75 degrees, which is actually doable when there's a breeze. But while I was sitting out there, the breeze stopped. Of course it did. And the buggies.
Mm-hmm. The bugs. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's not too many here. I'm serious. There's not a lot of moths. They don't fly by these lights, even though these are not LED lights, just regular floodlights. I don't have a lot of moths at all.
I only see like small moths. Where up north, when I lived in Ringwood, we used to have moths every morning, like on our front door, and some of them were, man, they were gorgeous. They were like green, like a lime green, and their body was fuzzy, but then their patterns on their wings, like for real, they were beautiful.
Oh, they're so
Down
pretty.
here, I don't see that. I don't see that.
I don't see a lot. I've seen some moths that come in my window because I have a fluorescent light in my kitchen. The window's open. They'll come in. But I have seen some, but not. It just seems like a lot of the bugs, like there's no garden spiders this year. There's no Jarrow spiders. Last year we had invasion of them. They were like invasive species from Japan. And there's no, I don't see garden spiders or anything like that this year.
Yeah,
Hello,
well,
Mary.
I don't go looking. Hi, Mary.
Uh-oh. Her sound.
Yeah.
Connection issues. We'll wait. Maybe. Uh-oh. Little bug. Hey, Mary, can you hear? Oh, she's on mute. That's okay. Or is it on mute? I can't see.
Yeah,
I'm
she's
blind at the
muted.
back. Damn, my eyes.
And you can see I look so exhausted, right? And I honestly believe it's from the sunburn I got the other day. It was like here and like my lips. But I have cream. I should have put it on, but
You have aloe? Aloe is the best thing for a sunburn. Or get
yeah,
aloe.
yeah,
aloe
we have.
plant.
Yeah, we've got the plant in the back.
All you do is cut a little piece off, open it up and put it on your face. Just open, you don't need anything, just open it up and however you want to do it. But that's the best thing for it. Or cuts too.
Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Mary.
Okay. I'm still trying to figure this stuff out.
Oh yeah,
I hit the wrong button.
I'm in the same boat, and I've been doing this for a lot of years, but I have no clue how to do certain things. No clue at all.
I'm really squinting, trying to look at the screen, like, what does that say? And I had the mic off, or I had it muted.
Yeah, you had it muted.
Yeah. Anyway, I have a younger brother. Who's a year younger than me. He's 54. He's gay, Anyway, when we were little, we were best friends. There's 8 of us. He wasn't gay until we played baseball and he got hit in the head with a bat. And after
Oh,
that, his
yeah.
eyes rolled in the back of his head, and ever since that moment, and he changed. But that's
Wow.
that's what happened. But the natives, the word for gay or homosexual is winkte. The word is winkte, and that means touched in the head. And so it means like, and I always ask my grandfather, what does that mean, touched in the head? He's like, well, they're special. They have different unique abilities. So, they were considered special and sacred in our tribe if you were a winkta because they were rare. So,
Wow.
that, like I said, I have nothing against them. But yeah, I rarely seen any homosexuals. There were no gays. There were no but thing like that. And now they're everywhere. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, the commercials. The commercials, the TV shows, and again, it's maybe it's just my old-fashionedness. I don't have an issue with it, but I don't like seeing them like pushing it on us, pushing.
That's the whole point. They want to push that agenda on all of us to change us, to take something from us, to take that aura about us, what makes us who we are. They want to ruin that. They do not like that because, like you said, you have a feeling, a gut feeling. You trust your gut, and always. We said it at the same time. Always trust your gut.
Always go with the gut.
My grandfather taught me that. He said the first feeling you have, go with it, because that's the first thing the soul, your spirit knows, it senses, is telling you, or the higher power is telling you. And then you have all these people, they're going to change your mind. They're going to come in there and brainwash you and change your mind, and then they're going to confuse you. Confusion, chaos. That's exactly what these whoever it is that's doing this in this world want. Because we are getting. That's why I said something brought us all together for a reason. I think. Now that might be far fetched, but that's what I believe.
I totally believe in that too. Absolutely. Yep. And Madam Mystic has, yeah, I think Mystic sounds better than Madam. Mystic,
I don't know about the Madam part.
Madame. That's better. But Mystic has found a good group. I'm not boasting by any means, but you have a good group who comes up and joins your panel, and we just talk about sometimes it's one specific topic, and other time it's just how whatever, and
we just talk with whatever.
It is. It's very interesting. I'm very interested. I've learned a lot. I really have.
That's
and
good.
that's what I like. I like learning new things. I always have been. And no matter how old I'm getting, I like learning things, and it's nice to know what someone else thinks and get another opinion, but not have it forced upon you.
Echo.
Yep.
Got feedback.
Someone keeps messing with my sound.
No, it's not you. You're good now. Venus had it feedback on, or she had.
That was me. I just got thrown out. That happens a lot here, where you just get thrown. It goes robot.
That's what happened. That's what happened last time. I was saying goodbye. I was saying it's great to see you. All of a sudden, boom! I was kicked out.
Yes.
Just come back when that happens. That happens all day to me.
So I figured, well, they know I was leaving. They know I'm coming back. So no big deal.
No, I know it happens. I'm sorry, but it happens on my channel all the time.
It's not your fault, Mystic. We know whose fault it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're all on the same page. Yeah. We
exactly.
know. Yeah. So, Yeah. So what's up,
But yeah, I
Something
guys?
just
we can all agree on.
yeah, we are being watched. Like I said, they know who we are. You know, they
Yeah,
don't
well,
want like especially Mystic because she has this channel, she has this panel. They hate that. They hate that she's bringing us all together
yeah.
and all of our views are, you know, being publicized and we don't care and I don't care what people think. You know, I've lived my life. I don't care. Do what you want to do. You know, I've had shit all my life. What more can you do but take my life?
Right.
And as far as I'm, you know, as far as I'm concerned, go for it. You know, because I'm, you know, I'm beyond that.
Yep. That's
Me
So
sweet.
too.
That's
Me too.
yeah. You're a
Yeah,
warrior. We're warriors. That's what they hate, that
yeah,
we're warriors. And that's what
and
they're
the
threatened by.
yeah,
All of the people
yeah,
that connect or chatting, men, women, something in between, they hate that, you know? They do.
yeah.
they do. And
I,
warrior, the word for warrior is akichita, and it stands for like our tribe. When you go into battle, the word is hokahe. Hokahe means it is a good day to die. You know,
I
that
agree.
means you're ready.
You're dying as a warrior,
That's a warrior, and
right? You're
that's
dying.
the battle
Right.
charge. You know, and so I'll put that when I text my sister or family in the end. I'll put hokahe. You know, because I know this may be the last time I speak to you or talk to you. I always tell her I love you no matter what, and hokahe, it's a good day to die, and she knows that.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow.
because you don't know, it's like I had to get off of here earlier because back home, uh, a cousin of mine passed away last week, and he just turned 40,
I'm
and
sorry.
that's
Sorry to
too
hear that.
young. You know,
That's
well,
too
it's my
young.
Yes.
I, it is young, and I often wonder why did he die, and no one really knows. He just dropped dead. I mean, all of a sudden, and
Okay.
so
Wow.
I'm thinking it's you know what that he
Oh
took.
yeah. Yeah.
Because
Exactly. Right.
a week before that, another person I knew, and she was only like 34, she just dropped dead. And and you know, and that's really sad her because she has a 7-year-old boy.
Yep.
And
That's
can you
Uh,
imagine? My heart just broke for that boy. I'm thinking he's going through so much. His mom's gone. I mean you know, he was her baby, you know what I mean? And that to me, I mean, I'm really affected by children and what they feel and what they think. I'll
mm,
stand up
me
for them.
too.
I don't care. Animals and children, you know, elderly. And
Yeah.
I just feel it so much sometimes. I put myself in his shoes and I'm thinking, oh my God, the pain that he's going through and he doesn't understand. He doesn't understand what death is. You know what I
Yeah.
right.
mean?
Especially
At
being a
least I don't think
child.
he does. And
Right.
2 weeks before she passed away, her mother passed away. So it's like, what the hell is going on here? You
I've
know?
seen it. I'm seeing it. Everybody, people are reporting it. I have a video I just put on my playlist about it. Yes, it's going on. This is what's happening. They are depopping. It's a
Yep.
depopulation event, and
Because
I
I mean,
just it's
but it's
all ages, all. Then like I'm not, now that they're pumping it through the children. Once that starts happening, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
You know?
I hate to even think about what this is going to do to the children. I mean, children are supposed to be our future. And if
It's
they're changing their DNA or whatever it is they're doing to manipulate a human body, that worries me. You know, it really,
it
it's,
pisses me off too.
you know, it's,
You know, it pisses me off.
it's
nothing short of evil. And
it's pure
that's,
evil.
Yes.
you know,
Pure. It's a mark of the beast for a reason. And the people
yeah,
that do live through it, they're tracked and there's a lot more to that. You know, I got to be careful because I want to say too much, but
Right. God
there's
forbid.
Yeah.
even nanotechnology, blockchain chain technology, and you know, it goes deep, and they can do whatever they want. That's taking your soul, and everybody had a will in this country. You know, nobody come and like stabbed them. You know, so it's just outrageous what people will do for money. Is what I feel. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yes.
you could have left your
Because my
job.
sister even said,
Hmm?
that's really weird you say that because my younger sister even said that to me. I can pay anybody on this reservation any money and I can find out anything I want, dirt or whatever, you know. And she, in other words, she was kind of saying that to me like she's gonna find out whatever about me, and I'm like, go for it. There is no dirt. I'm a,
Yeah.
you know, and but that's
You,
yeah, it's pretty bad.
yeah,
Pretty
you are
bad.
who you are. You know, I mentioned earlier, my older sister and I used to be best of friends, best. And now she won't talk to me. And she is and has been for, you know, her entire life, or at least adult life, an alcoholic, you know. And I don't know why she can't let go of the past. I mean, I turned my life around. You know what I mean? And I will never belittle her and say, oh, well, you're a drunk. No, because I know what it's like to be there, you know? Um,
Yeah.
but if she chooses not to talk to me, that's fine. I don't know if you were in the chat, Mary. I was saying before I drove this boy to work, my sister's daughter, my niece, called me video chat.
Yeah,
And
I heard that.
the last time I saw her, she was like 11 and she was crying because, oh my God, Aunt Mimi, you look so good. And
How
I'm
old is
so
she now?
happy to. She's 32.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
been 20 years.
yeah, at least because yeah. And then she told me, I don't know if I should put this on the air, but
What's up, Snap?
my sister's ex is not this niece's father, but my sister's ex mother-in-law used to pick up the two kids because the one has severe cerebral palsy. So she'd bring the two girls up to New Jersey in the summer. And my husband and I, this is such a long story. My husband used to be Irene, my sister's mother-in-law, and my husband's backyards, right? So they knew each other. And then we found out like what a small world it was. So every summer we would go see Irene at her daughter's, and one of the times Megan, you know, a few times Megan was there. Megan told me tonight that Irene's husband, who is technically like not even a stepfather, you know, because really it's no blood relationship to my niece, that the motherfucker molested her.
Oh my God.
And that was the last time she went with them.
That's disgusting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
my God, that pissed me off. That
yeah,
does piss me off.
Oh,
You know, I hate that when I hear that.
Recorded, yeah.
you know, I'm assuming 11, 12 years old at the most, you know, and for her so-called grandfather to sexually, I don't know the details, all she said was molested, but
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
it's
Yeah,
beyond.
there's a special
Beyond.
type of there should be a special type of land or a state where they put all the pedos and like criminals like that and let people just hunt them, target practice or just hunt them down. Target. Like, yeah, I think it should be like
I
that's.
agree.
Why should we
I
feed
agree.
these fuckers? Why should we have to
I
feed these people my tax money, my heart? I have to slave away when I have to, for that shit. We could just like get make it really West. I don't know, whatever, Wild Wild West style. Yeah, that's where it needs to go.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah,
eye
man.
for
Eye
an
for an
eye,
eye. Yeah, those
eye
sick
for an
fuckers.
eye.
Sick fuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's
Yeah.
there's a lot of them. There really are.
Oh,
There's so
yeah.
many. I don't know if I told this story, and I'm not embarrassed to tell it. Like I said, I am an open book. When I was with the father of my children, we had his brother living with us, and 2 times in my sleep, he touched me. I don't want to get graphic. I'll say in my privates. And he didn't just touch,
Oh boy.
he did this with penetration.
Gee.
And the first time, I thought it was
I'm
George.
sorry.
The second time I woke up and I caught the brother sneaking off, and I went ballistic.
Oh yeah.
And then, so needless to say, he did not come back to North Carolina with us where we were living. We were up New Jersey visiting. And then he moved down to Florida with his mom and dad. And apparently he attempted rape and murder on a 16-year-old girl. And they put him 30 years to life. He was recently released, but according to my daughter, he messed up his parole, so he's back in prison, and that's where he
Good.
belongs.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
he did it to his own niece. He did it to George's brother's girlfriend. So this was not the first. He's been was doing this for many, many years until 1, I caught him, and then 2, with a hammer, tried to kill the girl. Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah,
This
you
guy.
know. So
He should have
Yeah,
been reported. Did you not report him from the get-go from when he was young?
you know what? Of course, no one did.
Oh,
The
yeah, that's
the-
how they get away
you know.
with it. Do it more.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And that's me with my ex. Every time he put his hands on me, I should have called the police.
Yeah.
And because my self-esteem, there was no self-esteem. I had no worth, so I never called the police. But after living that lifestyle, like I said earlier, no one will ever verbally abuse me or physically, ever again. Never.
Good. So see what you've
But-
learned.
Yeah.
I mean, in your past, it was horrible, but you did get something out of it, and you're stronger for it. You're a badass,
Yeah.
kick-ass woman now.
Yeah. Now, now I
can
know
talk
who
about
I am. I know what I'm
Exactly.
capable of,
Right.
and I believe that we have to go through what we go through to become the person we were always meant to be. So,
Well, I
I'm
really
okay
hope
with-
so.
I'm okay with it. Yeah. It took me many years, to resolve the hatred and, but, again, I'm alive. I've got a great husband. He has never, ever raised his voice to me. He has never called me a degrading name. Like Mystic and Venus, I'm sure you've heard me say how many times this man does everything for me, everything, even when he's not feeling well, you know? So, yeah.
You're very lucky. You're very lucky. You know, not a lot of women have that.
Yeah.
You know, I do. I mean, I'm with an awesome man. I'm like, you know, I always tell people I'm the bad guy in this relationship. He's
Me
not.
too. So am I. So am I.
Me and my big mouth.
You know,
I'm learning.
And
That's
again-
one thing I do have. That's a crutch I have. I speak too quickly without thinking, and I need to shut up sometimes.
well, I do
You know
that
what I
all
mean?
the time. Yes,
I
I
do
don't
that.
normally think about what I'm going to say. I just speak. And recently, someone told me on this panel, and they're not here today, that I talk too much.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh wow.
I know who.
Yeah.
I have no
And,
idea who this person might be.
Oh,
kidding.
I'm sure. I'm sure you don't.
Sorry, I had to say that.
Yeah. And again, I'm not trying to insult this person, but
No, but
You know,
it's the truth. You're telling the truth. That's exactly what's been happening.
you know,
You know, I mean, tell it like it is.
coming from my past,
You
and
have so
finding-
much wisdom, you know, and that's what I like about you. You've been through so much shit. You have a lot of wisdom that us people need to learn from too, and I enjoy that. You know, so I thank you for that.
well, thank you. I appreciate that. And Venus, man, when Venus gets talking, boy, you learn a lot from her. Mystic
Venus is
Saint.
smart.
Venus
Mystic's
has
smart
lived,
too.
yeah, Venus has lived a very extraordinary life, and she knows a lot about the plants and all the natural remedies, you know.
Well,
which,
I know a little bit about some of that too, but I don't get into speaking about it. That's one thing you had to learn growing up, where I grew up on a reservation, is learning
right,
how to live off the land without, and when you're starving and you have nothing because we didn't have money, or you know
Yeah.
what I mean. So there was times like we didn't eat or
Yeah.
whatever. We ate what we could. So
And-
it's very valuable.
imagine-
People don't. Oh, go ahead.
No, I actually cut you off, but my
Oh.
comment was that the Native Americans have been here for how long? And once this United States government was set up, it just proves how much they really love us.
Oh yeah,
And-
exactly.
You know, yeah,
right?
it's
Brutal.
it's heartbreaking.
I
It's
I was telling my
absolutely-
husband. I was telling my husband just a few minutes ago. I said, "Do you know that us Lakota Sioux, and with some Cheyenne and Arapaho, we are the only people to have taken the United States flag from your military. The only people to have taken that flag." And I said, "That was during Little Bighorn. No one has ever taken a flag in battle." So I thought that was pretty awesome.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's the stuff you never learned in grammar school. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't learn about
Never.
that stuff to us. It was a
Yeah.
massacre,
Right,
you know.
right.
But-
They made us think the Indians were the bad guys. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
y'all the ones that just invaded your country, your land, your way
Well, they
of
put us
living.
here. They put us there. They called it the Great American Desert. It was a plains. There was nothing but grass and cactus, and they thought, well, we'll put these natives here. We'll just give them a little bit of the Black Hills was included. But once they found out, hey, there's gold there, oh, that changed everything too.
Huh.
You know, and that's pretty much what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a lot of history. Like right now, we're fighting with this group. They came to the reservation like 30 years ago, and they got all the elders together to write down our language, to learn to write it and try to get it in a book or something, you know, and make this curriculum. So all the elders did all this work in writing this. Well, this is some white guy. I don't know who he is. He's like German, I think. And now what he's doing is he's turned around, and all this work that's done, he's made a curriculum, and he's selling it, trying to sell it back to us tribal members to put in our school. So do you see how that works?
Yeah. Huh.
I mean,
That's
the elders did the work and gave him the information and did all this for the good of our people. Instead, he's got to make money off of it.
Right.
I mean, that's,
instead
you know
of
what I mean.
instead of just doing it out of the kindness of his heart and doing
Yeah,
something
and
that is
giving us the-
extremely important for the United States and worldwide history,
yeah,
you know, to get maybe an accurate account of what has happened.
but yeah,
It's just-
I'm like, how does that go? It's my grandfather, and someone wrote it down, but he would say that the only person that could, oh, forget it. I lost my train of thought. Sorry.
It'll come back.
I was gonna say, you know, there's a blanket. If you have a blanket, they'll cut the top off or cut the bottom and turn it over, and only someone else will think that it's the same length. Or I don't know how my grandfather put it, but you know, anyway, I don't know. Maybe I'm
Yeah, but see,
I'm confused.
I find your knowledge extremely important because it's been buried. You know what I mean? They don't want us
Yeah.
to know the real stories. And like I said, I would love.
Yeah, look into now where the residential schools, boarding schools run by the Jesuits, were starting back then. They would take the children and put them in these schools, cut their hair. They got beat if they spoke their language. They were taught, you know, this outside world. None of their own language could be spoken. They had to dress like white people. Some of their names were changed because it was too long, or they didn't understand what their name was. So a lot of things happened. Look into that. And my grandmother was born in 1920. Her name was Matomi, Bear Woman. She was sent to one of these schools when she was 7 years old. She ran away, walked 3 days somehow, and made it home and never went back. And so I'm so glad for that she was brave enough to do that. But
Yeah,
I mean, she
at
told, and so there's a lot of children that died. How did they die? There's so many bodies they're finding still, all through Canada and the United States. So they let people abuse them and kill them. I mean, that's horrible. When you find out how many children's unmarked graves, there are hundreds of bodies so far, and still finding them. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's actually very sad. I want to cry. I do. I want to cry because
yeah, and that's not just my tribe. That's all the tribes. That's all the tribes that the children were taken. It wasn't just Sioux. It was Crow, Cherokee, Cheyenne. It was all these tribes. They ripped their children from them, and you couldn't do anything, or you were taken to jail, or something had happened to you if you tried to say, no, I'm keeping my kid, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, so what did they try to do? Why did they do that? Because they didn't want our knowledge to increase and keep going on, because the natives do have knowledge about Mother Nature. We are caretakers. We are caretakers of this earth. And we have knowledge that other people don't have, and so we teach our children that all the time by storytelling, by writing it down on the winter counts of buffalo hides. There's different ways. They wanted to stop that. We have to stop that. They couldn't have that. And so now it's, you know, luckily they didn't wipe us out. We're still here.
Yeah, thankfully.
But there's a lot of young people There's
know,
a lot of
you
young
were
people
talking,
there. Oh,
you
go
were
ahead.
talking about writing a book. You actually should. You should write down your stories, whether it ever gets published, but just at
Well,
least have a
yeah,
manuscript. You know what I
that's
mean?
what I was
Write it
thinking of.
down.
At least just write it. I was thinking that. I kept thinking about that last night after we got off. After I got off, I thought, you know, I really need to do that because I have so many nieces and nephews that don't know. And now the way the world is, where some of us live further away, we don't see each other anymore. We don't talk to each other. We don't we don't get together. The only time we get together now is if someone dies or something, and we don't discuss
Yeah.
stories. We don't talk about things like that. And I said I really should write this down so that way at least they will have it, some sort of history or something to fall back on, at least for our
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It'll
good idea.
get passed down. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I think Mystic is on the phone with her children. That would be
Oh,
my
okay.
assumption.
No,
Yeah.
I'm about to because I missed their call. So I'm just letting you guys talk. I'm gonna switch into my computer so I can use my phone. I couldn't answer it because I was on the phone. Streaming. Sorry.
That's
So I'm
all right.
about to. Okay, keep. I'm listening to you guys. I'm just
Okay.
not interjecting. I didn't want to interject.
Oh,
So
that's
Yeah.
fine.
continue. Yeah, and I'll switch, and then I'm gonna make my phone calls. So and anybody that wants to come in, I'll add them in while I'm talking. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Perfect.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, I was thinking about that last night, thinking I really need to do that. You know, there's stories that my grandmother told, my grandfather, even like ghost stories, even stories to scare children to make you behave. You know what I mean? She would say,
Yeah.
"Don't go out. If you run away and go out there," and she said, "Bigfoot is gonna out there and he's gonna get you and he's gonna, do this or do that and don't stare at the window. Don't peek out the window." We were told that because the ghost could peek in and make your face like have a stroke. But it was told in my language, so it's funny when you hear it that way. But yeah, there were stories, and she did say, believe it or not, she said back in her younger days when her mother and father and they had covered wagons and stuff. She said there used to be eagles there that were as big as a horse. I mean, they were huge. She said they were as big as a man and could carry a man off. And she said they
Wow.
got kills. She said they could carry a kid off like nothing. And she said there was a lot of children, like if they were out in the woods or wherever, they would say, "Watch out for them eagles. There's big ones, and they've carried some children off." So
Wow.
I always wonder what happened to those. They had to have been
Right.
killed or something. Who knows?
Now, do you believe in Bigfoot?
Yes, I
Okay.
have seen Bigfoot. I've
Okay.
seen Bigfoot or something, whatever it is. But to me, it was a giant hairy man. Me and my sister were riding on horses, and we went out like 5 miles from our house, and there was a creek that we were on a hill overlooking this little valley, and there's a creek that snaked around this bend there, and we were just looking for our other horses. And here we heard a noise, and we looked, and up from the creek something jumped from the creek up onto the cliff, and it was this tall, hairy man. He was dark brown, and he started just walking real fast across the little flat there below us. And I'm like, "Holy shit, Sheila," it's my sister. "Do you see
Yeah.
what I'm seeing?" And she's like, "Holy shit." And all of a sudden, our horses start shaking so bad. I mean, they were scared. And then this thing was walking. It took the longest strides. I mean, just like maybe 5 steps to 4 steps to its one. Its arms were long, just reaching, and it was going fast. It stopped short, put its head in the air, and started sniffing like it could smell us.
Right.
And I'm thinking, holy shit. And I said, we need to go. And Grandma said they could outrun a horse. And I'm always bringing up my grandma. But even then, I'm like, Grandma said this. So I said, let's go. And we turned and we took off from there. Well, later, my grandma's brother came, and he lived down probably 5 miles from that. point, he was out walking around doing something, and he said he saw that same thing running around the prairie dog town trying to catch prairie dogs.
Wow.
So so yes, I do believe in Bigfoot. I've heard him, and I have him recorded. We all have. I mean, when we live on a reservation. But my grandmother also said this: when there's a Bigfoot around, there's always a UFO. Why is that?
Okay,
And
so that here comes my next question.
Okay.
A lot of people, I shouldn't say a lot of people. There are a few channels on YouTube, large channels, and they talk about the ant people. And the story goes that I don't know how many years back, some extinction level catastrophe was coming, and that these ant people brought the Native Americans underground. Have you ever heard a story like that?
Never. I've
No,
never
you've
heard that.
Okay. Just wondering.
That's interesting, but no, I've never heard that at all.
Yeah.
My grandfather said that we came from the stars. He said there was a group.
I believe that. I totally believe that. I mean, I don't know if it was you in the chat. Somebody earlier was saying how they never felt like they belonged, and
No,
like
it wasn't me, but
that's always been my life. I've always felt different. I never felt like I belonged. I feel like I'm from somewhere else. You know.
Yes, I have the same feeling.
You know, where I'm from,
I
don't know. But again, when this heart stops beating, I'm hoping
to go home.
Will return, to my real origins.
Yes, I feel the same way, and that's why I think something, a higher power, has brought us together, because we are so more alike than we realize.
Yep.
And it's something inside of us that our soul, our aura, I don't know what it is, but it's getting stronger. It's kind of like that gut feeling you have, but it's getting stronger. You feel it. You feel things. You sense things. And you know what I mean? And then some people say, well, that's not true. You're crazy. Yeah, I can't prove it, but this is what I feel. And
exactly. And I'm always the first one to say, you're absolutely right. I am crazy. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm nuts. Yep. But I also know what I know. I also know what I know. And that's it. You're not going to convince me otherwise, unless, specific things happen right in front of my face. You are not going to change my mind on things that I truly do believe happened to me in this lifetime.
Me too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I fully agree.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid of I'm not afraid of the dark. My grandmother pretty much taught me that. I could run around in the creeks at night, and I was never afraid of anything. Never. It just, my grandmother always did that too. She would sit outside at night, half the nights, and I'm like, Grandma, do you ever see anything out there? Yeah, I see lots of things, but I won't get into what she's seeing right now. No, this is not the time for that. But people would say, you're crazy. You didn't see that. And I believed my grandmother. And because a lot of these things that she's seen, I seen. And I can't explain it. I can't explain what I saw. Why did I see that? But I did.
And And why would she lie to you? You know what I mean?
A lie?
Yeah. Certain subjects, you just don't make up and lie about. You just don't. No,
yeah, you're right. You don't do that. Yeah. And my grandmother wasn't Eh?
Yeah. Very
My sound
interesting.
seems to be Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, it seemed like my sound like messed up. Anyway,
It
when I
did
was a
just.
kid, when I was a kid, I was out riding a horse. Again, we had horses. I was probably only 7 years old, and I went a long way, and I caught one horse, my sister's horse, and he was a little stud. He was a little shithead. But and I rode bareback. We didn't have a saddle. We didn't own a saddle. I was bareback, so I tied a rope around the other horse's neck, and I was pulling him, and it was getting dark, and I was still like 2 miles, well, maybe less than that from where we lived, and it got dark. I was riding this big old bay horse, tall horse. I mean, he old horse, and then he stopped short, and then he started shaking. His skin was shaking. I've never seen him do that. Then he starts snorting, and then he was pawing the ground, and I'm like, "What's going on?" And that horse, the other horse, was rearing up and jerking on me, and I couldn't hold him, And so finally, I just let him go. I was like, or else he's gonna pull me off, or cause me to fall off. So I just let him go, and I turned my horse and it was nighttime now. And I'm thinking, what's going on? And he wouldn't go. There was a trail that I had to go by and cross the creek and go down a hill. And I'm looking and thinking, there's something there. And I saw something there, big, huge, dark. And when you get acclimated to the nighttime, you realize there's something there. And I started smelling the worst stink smell in my nostrils. It just horrible, the smell. And my horse was, snorting and pawing like he was ready for a fight. And I'm thinking, holy shit, and I'm bareback. So I grabbed his hair in my hands, and I'm like, if he goes, I don't care. If he runs, I'm hanging on. I'm not, letting him leave me here.
Right.
He turned.
I'm not getting left behind.
Yeah, and so I turned him to go back, and the other way, I would have to go all the way back, further back, away from my house, through the creek, and I'd be further away from home to get where I needed to go, because the cliffs were so high I couldn't get down there. There was only 1 or 2 trails. So I'm thinking, I don't want to go back, because if I go back, that thing, whatever it is going to follow me, and for sure I'll be away from home. So I turned the horse, and he took off running like, let's get out of here. And so I stopped him. I said, no, and I turned him around. I said, we got to go. And he'd walk a certain distance, then he'd stop and start doing that again. So there was something that was blocking my path, wouldn't let me through. So I started crying, Grandma, I'm calling my grandma, and I heard her. She was standing on the cliff on the other side of the creek, and she was waiting for me, thank God. And I could hear her. And so I'm crying like, Grandma, and all of a sudden I hear something running through the water, and I hear like noises, and my dad, and he was talk about being an athlete. He ran and walked everywhere, hunted all the time. He ran down there, and he always carried 6-shooters. He ran, and he said he ran up the hill where this thing was standing, and it was right by a cliff. And he said he ran right into this thing. He said it was hard as a rock with fur, and that thing turned. And when it turned, it took a step, and the cliff like broke because of its weight. And that thing fell off the cliff and fell into the 20 feet down. And my dad ran, and he said, slide back. And that horse was tall, and that horse knew my dad. And my dad just jumped on there, and he said, hang on. And that bay horse took off straight for that, the trail, and ran down the hill through the creek. I'm thinking I'm gonna, fall, but I didn't. My dad was riding, but if it wasn't for my dad coming, and that thing turning and falling down a cliff, and I don't know what it was, but my dad said that was the scariest time for him, because this thing was huge. He could tell it was big, and he said, thank God it fell down, and thank God the horse didn't buck me off and leave me there.
Exactly. Yeah, you held on tight. Yeah.
But any other horse of ours would have bucked and reared and did everything, and and took off the other way, and I probably would have been laying on the ground. This horse, like he was protecting me, and I don't know why, but I felt it that he was not gonna let whatever that thing is hurt me.
Right.
So I
So-
love that horse. you know.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, right. My next question is, where do you think these Bigfoot come from?
My
Are they
grandfather,
here?
my grandfather, and this is from him. He said, him and my grandmother said that whatever these aliens, UFOs are, he said they drop them off, and it's a game. They hunt them. It's like letting them go, and then they hunt them for sport.
The aliens hunt Bigfoot.
The aliens hunt them, and he meaning aliens. He was meaning, yeah, aliens. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
No. But yes, he said that's part of it. He doesn't know the other reason, but he says some of them have escaped. Some of them they haven't found, and they've procreated. He said they've made more, but he said to begin with they were dropped off as sport to be hunted. And he said they also, he said these things, they also can cloak themselves, the Bigfoots.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely go along with that, because like since we've got YouTube, there have been a few, I caught Bigfoot on camera, and you can tell it's just so fake.
I know. I was looking. Me and my sister were looking for stuff, and there was nothing that was tangible.
Right.
It's like, yeah, this is fake, or they're looking at, so that's not anything, but they're saying it is, so they can get the views or whatever.
Right.
But yeah,
I've only seen like one or two that are possible. You know what I mean? Possible.
Yeah.
But because, the quality of their video, that's always the issue, is that they claim they got Bigfoot or whatever, some fantastic creature, but the quality of their video cannot prove 100% that's what they've captured,
Yeah.
Yeah.
This, when we were kids, we'd run in the creeks and play. You didn't go and stay in a house. We didn't have TV or electricity, and my dad pretty much made us do the chores and get out, go play, go do something, build a fort.
Yeah.
And so we were all in those creeks and playing.
Yeah, us too. We played in the woods every single day, every day,
Yeah.
And it's sad that the children today are literally inside their homes with their mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, and they're
on
all
their
in their
phone.
devices, and they're not having conversation. They're not passing down stories, like the stories I was told about, my grandparents and, stuff like that.
Just history of your family. They don't even know.
Yeah.
And my dad firmly believed that,
little.
we might have, and that's another thing, is like when we ate dinner or supper, we ate together. No one, was sitting in there watching TV or playing a game. We didn't have that, but we all ate there and visited and talked, and we, that was the thing. That was how we always did that.
Yeah, same here. Now, since I've lived here in this house, we have never once sat at the dining room table to eat a meal together. Never. And not
Really?
last Thanksgiving. Yeah, not last Thanksgiving, the year before. I told my brother, I want to, move the dining room table more in towards the living room and, have Thanksgiving dinner. And he was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that." I don't know, maybe he's afraid of, communication, that the conversation may have gotten too serious for him at that time. But
Wow.
yeah, I mean, as children, we always sat at the dinner table every night. Every night.
Yes. And you had to have a pretty good excuse if you weren't there.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
everyone, and everyone knew if you weren't there, they knew where you were.
Right.
You know.
Sick in bed, or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. But yeah.
It's a time you meet and you greet. It's a time of family. I
Absolutely.
raise my children like that every night.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just,
Definitely.
you need to. It's
Yeah,
a fun time.
those
It's
are
Yeah.
traditions.
Traditions, and it's the time you
Yes.
spend time with your family through
Yeah.
your busy day and doing everything. It's the time you sit down and really, what short time it is, but you enjoy it together. Your
Yeah.
meal. I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like tradition, like you said, in a way.
Yes. And they've all been, pushed under the rug, along with so many other things. The whole family unit has been, torn apart,
Yeah, it has.
Oh yeah.
But
Now they want to tear us individualism apart, not just families. They want to tear us, our bodies, what we have inside. They don't like that. They want to rip that out of us, too. Like
Not many.
Mystic said, transhumanism and all this, whatever they're doing, that's what they we're nothing but people like little peons that they test on. They don't care if we die
No.
or whatever, but they don't like some of us that are too loudmouth. Like, that are going to say, hey, this is what's going on. And like Mystic's channel. They don't like that at all. And that's why I like being here.
Yeah.
It's like, we magnetize even more,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it. I really do.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad
Me too.
Mary
I'm glad.
came up to the panel now. You'll get more comfortable with it the more you do it. You know what I mean? And it's just like talking to people you've known all your life, which is like very odd. But again, I'm repeating myself. Like one of the first times I saw Mystic, I just felt this connection. And then when I heard Venus, I was like, wow, like pulled right towards her, so
yeah.
I mean, Mystic has a good group, and for the most part, it's females,
Oh, I have a lot
Yeah.
of males come through here.
Yeah,
You haven't been here. Yeah, I have a lot of males. I've done one-on-one
Yeah.
I like
interviews.
Boy,
Yeah.
I like
Oh,
Boy.
I
I mean,
love
he's
him.
pretty laid back.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a cool cat. Yeah, he's a cool
Yeah,
cat.
and quite intelligent,
Yes, he's very intelligent. I've been to his channel just a couple of times, and that was maybe a year ago. And I'm like, who is this guy? What does he do? And you could tell he knows his crap. He knows his stuff. He was
Yeah.
playing some old music and speaking in Dutch, I believe, or I don't know what
Yeah.
language it is.
Yeah, he's from Holland, so
Okay,
yeah.
so but I thought, wow, that's really neat that he's speaking and other people were on there, and I just like to listen to it. So like I said, I'd been there. I didn't know who he was though, so I was glad that he came here. I see him here.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Or so. Yeah, we've all connected. He goes. We connect through other channels. So it's cool to go and meet other, like Skies. I met her through Truth Seeker 2020. I wouldn't have met any of
I
them
like Truth Seeker. I've been on there too. I like him.
Yeah, well, I like him too. I mean, that's how I met everybody.
Yeah,
I questioned
I
if he
didn't.
was,
Yeah.
He hasn't been making videos recently, though.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
he got married. He's busy.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's doing his gardening. He's married. He's got gardening. He works. I don't know all of that, but he's a busy man. He's got a beehive, like a whole nice
Yeah,
setup,
and
yeah, it's sweet.
I saw one of his recent videos where he was showing all the plants around his, yard and describing edible, medicinal, this, that. Then he showed the bees with the honey, and I think he was building like a shed or something like a year or so ago. And if I'm wrong, y'all can correct me, but it wound up, I think, being bigger than he anticipated. But it came out gorgeous, He's very talented.
Yeah.
At many things, actually. And I wish he would come back. I used to love his streams. And he's super laid back, He is super laid back.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
But I came over here from I can't remember. I think it was Bang Bang, and you know who she is, Mystic.
Oh yeah.
I didn't really know her that well either. I mean, I've only met her a couple of times on one of these chats or whatever, and I'm not on. And I think, it was John Boy's channel.
Yeah,
and,
I'm subscribed
that's who it
to
was.
John Boy.
Yeah, and his channel, and he's pretty laid back, and I like John Boy because he's just funny. He's a fun, good old boy. You know what I mean? I like him. Or hillbilly. I like a hillbilly type, but that's where I met her, and then she said, "Hey, come check this out," and that's what I did. So I'm glad. I did.
I'm glad you
And
did
then, like
too.
I said, whatever happened, that's not my business. You know what I mean? But I enjoyed it here, and I've been coming back.
I
Good for
appreciate it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
that's nice.
Despite
That's
the
nice.
drama, you looked beyond the drama and you felt what you felt to be drawn here with
exactly.
us.
I'm not
That's so
gonna
cool.
just because someone has a problem with someone. Oh well, you can't go there either. And they're mad when you go there, and that's how another YouTuber that I know was, mad because I went to the Higher Truth, and I'm like, oh, you're here too. Like, so what? I am here. You don't own me. Where I go and what I do.
Yeah.
But like we're all subscribed to different channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some of the channels Mystic talks about, I've never heard of.
Right,
I'm subscribed, to a whole different group.
Right.
But yet there are a few channels that Mystic and I are subscribed to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But like I said, I'm enjoying it because this is usually a lot of times I won't comment and I just listen. And sometimes I will comment, but that's it. But I was like, no way am I getting on the panel, and I'm thinking when you guys said you come up, I'm like, oh my god, and it was just frightening for me, but I'm glad I did it. So I'm coming out of this, being nervous. I just feel right at home. And that's why it really helps. It makes me feel comfortable. And I really thank you guys for that. I appreciate you welcoming me here and listening to my, what I have to say. It's not a whole lot, but I appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. That's why I let everybody try, have free thought and free think over here. As much as I can.
I love
you run.
I love what you've had to say. Seriously,
yeah, me too.
I like learning about things that we were never taught in school. And your firsthand, your knowledge is firsthand. So I appreciate that, and I'm glad you got over your little stage fright and joined. No, seriously. I mean, yeah.
Me too.
It does, it takes a little while to get for me to go on other people's panels too. You think it's different,
Yeah.
than running your own stream than going on somebody else's panel. Man,
Yep.
Yeah, with Truth Seeker 2020, Bob, I felt good. I felt comfortable, so I went jumped
Oh,
over
me
there.
too.
So it
And
was
Milky
good.
Way. Milky Way. Well, originally he was Way Messenger, and then
Oh,
he
I've
changed it to Milky Way Weekly. And I used to go on with him like twice a month. And then Brian Lumsford, he used to be in there. So it was the three of us. And yeah, I mean, I used to have a blast.
didn't he
And
pass away?
unfortunately, yeah, at the age of 50 from he
Yeah.
just literally had a massive heart attack.
I know
And
because I made some comments to him, about what just a couple of things, about in my tribe, and he sent me a message and he asked me to come up on or to interview me or something, and I said I'll have
yeah,
to think about that, and then a week later I heard that he passed away, and I'm
yeah,
like, oh my God, and I just loved him. He was so laid back too.
yeah, yeah, I liked Milky Way. And then through Wayne Steiger, I heard, we've got some terrible news. And they actually told that I knew his name was Brian, but I never knew his last name. And Wayne Steiger said I forget his last name, also known as Milky Way, has passed away. And I was floored. I like really at 50 years old.
Yeah, that's young. I mean, very young.
Yeah. But I mean, we all meet. I think we all meet when we're supposed to meet. That everything happens for a reason. And
Yeah, I believe that too.
I tell Mystic all the time. I just feel a connection with her, and
I appreciate it, guys. So do I, because we're like
I just
Can you
I'm
imagine?
very
And I'm thinking, can
comfortable.
you imagine if we all got together personally? That would be so awesome.
I know, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it would
It
be.
would. Well,
Then I could
Yeah.
have some of that Delta 8.
hell yeah, right? Yeah. Well, we need to plan that in the future.
We should,
Yeah, we gotta plan it. Way in
because that would be fun. And things like that is people don't do that anymore. Even my friends that I used to have, they don't talk to me. They don't call me, and I call them. Oh yeah, we'll get together. And when I get back up there, I call them. Hey, I'm home. Can I come visit? Or I can't right now. Or it's always something. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's like everyone is withdrawn, and they don't. I don't know what it is. Really, what people are definitely changing.
Yes. Yes.
Oh boy, they're changing her, right? Zombie fight.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I can't even hardly deal with them. That's why I want to be on my own community with like minds like us, because these people are outrageous, and
Yes.
I don't even want them getting too close. I do, but selectively. I can handle my friends, the ones that are family. But
Everybody
Okay.
could come to Lake Tahoe and meet, and I have enough room here. I have enough room here for at least like 8 people.
that's
I would
sweet.
love to ride your
Wow.
horses. Oh God,
That
I
would
would
be
love
awesome.
that. Yeah.
Sweet. It's tempting. Trust me. It's so
Yeah.
tempting. It's if I have children and here. So
Yeah. I just have my
that's-
husband. And my thing is, if I came, I might not want to leave. I might love it too much.
I would love it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys come for a while.
Yeah,
It
I
would
could
be
come for a
fun.
while. Yeah, I wouldn't mind coming for a little while.
Yeah.
I don't mind driving there and staying for a couple months.
Yeah.
and
I
come
love
back.
to drive. I love to drive. So
Me too, or a month.
Yeah.
Or
It will be
just-
snowing by mid-September, probably.
Lord. Listen,
On
I
a
grew-
normal
I'm a
year.
I'm a
Oh, we
December
lost
baby,
Mary.
so
Yeah, she'll come back.
we did lose Mary. But I do know how to drive in the snow because, that's when I got my license in the winter months. So, and again, growing up in New Jersey, I know how to drive in the snow. It's just
Well, last few
two
years we
cars.
didn't have much snow, so it was really weird. But
Yeah.
who knows?
The cars we have right now, they need a little work, but I would say probably my car would make it to Lake Tahoe. The little jet, I don't know. I mean, they might, but yeah. And thank goodness I have AAA. That was one of the smartest decisions I made. Yeah.
Especially you don't have to worry about, what happens if you break down,
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they tell you like I want to say 200 miles, something like that. Yeah. So I picked a good plan. I got it for 2 years, and it was well worth it. I mean, I've not had to use it yet, but driving older vehicles, something can happen at any time. So
Oh yeah.
yeah. So it's still daylight by you, Venus.
Yep. Let me see what's going on with the sun. We're set yet?
What time is
sun
it?
just set.
We
So
need it. Yeah.
Wow.
We have to interact more with the chat. Some people are like, oh, do they ever interact with chat? I mean, we do. It's just that.
Again, I never bring a second device with me, and I thought about it earlier. I should have grabbed my tablet, so I could interact. And I apologize for anyone who's in the chat. I'm not doing
No,
it
you don't have
deliberately.
to apologize. We're just, I'm
Yeah.
just saying that.
I was just multitasking as usual.
Yeah, no,
Or I get my other computer and pull all 3 other channels up and watch the chat if I'm not talking. So I just wasn't doing that tonight. We usually have Fang here. She's really good at that.
I know. Well, I guess not all I guess that's how it works. You're not going to see every chat. I didn't think about that until recently.
Yep. Maybe you could announce that everybody should just come to one channel. For
Yeah,
chat.
because earlier today I went to every one of your channels, and the one channel I was on said I was the only one watching. So there was really nothing in the chat. Then I went to the next channel, and I don't know, I'll make up a number, let's say 18. And there were a few people in the chat. Then I went to the next channel, and there was, another amount. But yeah, you can't see everyone because they're all on 3 or 4 different channels.
Well, I guess I don't know what chat are you guys on? Agent Orange?
I'm in TruthorTube right now.
I think I'm also on TruthorTube. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what to say because there's so many in both.
Yeah,
maybe you could announce in the beginning of the stream or throughout it to everybody come to just one if they want to chat.
Right.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Everybody go to TruthorTube. Yeah, everybody go to TruthorTube. It's all one word. Yeah. There you go. So okay, that's cool. That's my second channel anyways. That was my original second channel. And then third is Agent. And then I have 2 more. So, it gets outrageous. This is Speak Your Truth. So I've never thought I'd have to have 5 channels ever. But just in case, that's why I back them all up now.
Yeah, that's smart.
Well, it's just because I lost all my others, like most of my other channel. Because Odyssey was supposed to back them all up, but they didn't. they only backed up like a little more than a third. So those liars.
Huh.
Yeah, it's outrageous.
Yeah, I downloaded that app because you said that you had, your videos on it. And I only ever visited that app once the day I installed it, and I saw, one or two of your videos up there. Yeah, but I never explored further to see who else is up there.
There's a lot. There's a lot of good videos. I watch a lot of videos over there because you also make money, and you have to it's all crypto coins and bit like kind of like Bitcoin, but crypto coins. So you earn all this money watching, kind of like crypto watching content as well as producing content. So yeah, so that is like DLive. Now I've been over DLive watching Dabu 7, and I like their setup. And it's the same thing, but maybe they won't censor my videos. See, I was thinking about putting all my, like, I'm doing these type of videos, but I could do like just informational videos over there. But I can't use it, show other people's content, but I could like show, like, I could research, I spend some time researching it like I used to when I first started my channel, my other channel. Then I'm making money as well as the viewer by watching, because that's how the platform works. So.
Cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then if nobody can really steal your content. If they are, they're watching you, and then they're going to go make their own video.
Huh.
And then since they're watching you, I make money for them watching me, unlike ScrewTube, where there's it's so outrageous.
And you don't have to have a certain amount of subscribers. It's just based on how many views, or
that I don't know about DLive. But if you already have a subscriber base, just move them over there, and you can, do the best you can. Like on Odyssey, it's 500 to go live. So I don't know what it is DLive. Okay. I don't know.
So if I moved my Skies Above channel, which has 762,
if you
I could still do my Addicts Addict. You know what I mean? Even though it'll be under Skies Above, I'll somehow figure out how to. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but put the Addicts Addict in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot. You can back up all your videos from the YouTube. It automatically backs up all your videos in Odyssey. It's already linked. If you link it up, it will back them all up for you. But for me, they censored most like about, I would say, over 1,000 videos of mine.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So there's only 400 up there. Luckily, all my orb videos are up there, which is really important to me. So
yeah,
but I'm so mad that they took so many, like all my information and documentation. So I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I get porn bombed and my channels removed. Criminals. Yeah.
Yeah, that was totally, that's not your fault. And YouTube should have, I mean, it doesn't take more than 1 or 2 working brain cells to understand that was not your fault.
Yeah. Do they watch the video? Yeah. Watch the video. Yeah. Yeah. You would wonder. I have no idea. And they have nudity all over YouTube. So
right.
They're going to take my channel away because somebody kind of porn bomb when I let them in.
Right.
Oh, come join my chat. Boom. They had a porn. And then I erased it. Took them down.
Yeah. Just as you hit 1,000.
Yeah, the same day. 6
Yeah.
hours. Yeah, 6 hours
Yep.
in the same stream. 6 hours
Yep.
later.
Yep.
Oh, so outrageous.
Something very wrong.
Yeah, intentional takedown. Intentional
Yeah.
takedown.
Yeah.
Or
I
orchestrated. That's what we call
look
orchestrated.
at that pretty dog.
An orchestrated takedown.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Well, that's okay. I'm still channeling all day long.
Yeah. Huh. Well,
Still haven't
ladies.
stopped us. Still haven't stopped us. That's what they hope to do, is stop us. That's what they're trying
Yeah,
to do.
well, you know what? Because we are the type of women we are, they're not going to stop us. You know what I mean? They won't.
Sorry,
Listen, as long as we're doing the right thing, which I feel we are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They should just leave you alone, leave you be,
Oh, they are.
you know? So, anyway, I'm gonna go off because
Oh, okay.
I'm tired and I don't know what time it is, but I know it's gonna take me. Yeah, it's gonna take me a while to fall asleep. But as always, thank you, Mystic, for letting me join.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Good night.
Venus, as nice to see you, and it was nice to see Mary. I hope that she, joins us like more on a regular basis, because I am very interested in the Indian heritage stuff, that has definitely been left out of our history books, and she seems pretty knowledgeable about other things as well. So have a good night. I hope that like I said, I feel better tonight. I'm hoping that whatever was bugging me this past week, I hope it's passed. And I'll see you probably tomorrow.
All right. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by, guys. And
you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Sweet dreams. Good night.
Thanks. Good night.
Thank you. Wow.
Have
a good one. All right.
Thank
have a good one. So sweet. Thanks for hanging up here while it's on the phone. Also. All right. If she can.
Good night.
Good night. Yeah. It's been some good days, but today was today I'm glad it's turned around tonight, but earlier, it's rough.
No, we didn't ask for that. We didn't ask for that to happen.
I know, it just happened.
I still feel, kind of bad about it, but
well, she wants to talk about it. Like Bang Bang never talked about anything after all that. Nothing. She didn't come on here. Let's talk about it. Because she didn't want to be confronted with what I have to say, calling her out. Man.
Well, so, I told her to come up tonight after those 15 messages I received. 15. I don't know what you expect from me. I don't know what to say, and just come up back and let's talk about it, because obviously, you want to talk about it, or you wouldn't keep,
texting her.
It's not a big deal. It's not anything we can't talk about. It's not a big deal.
Well, I know I'm not hating on her or nothing, but she's, I don't know, doesn't want to come up. So still, she's silly. She's welcome to come up and talk about it. Yeah.
It's a silly thing. People are they let, stupid things just rip, groups of people apart, I mean, it's just,
It's happened to me recently. Look at my channel and all that garbage. So it's all, I lost a bunch of friends on all kinds of levels because of all kinds of shit. So on through the YouTube, and all. But I considered my friends, like a couple of them. So because, or more than a couple, I would say, just a bunch of them, lots of them, at least 4. That I can think off the top of my head. Yeah. So I had to cut ties because that's just how it is.
Well, this is just the nature of things, and it's happening all across the board, not only on YouTube, but in personal relationships also.
Yeah, totally. I've done that too. I've done a lot of that, like lots, 4 or 5. I've had to, yeah, because it's just too intense. They're not of good energy. Let's just say that. So I just keep that away from me. I only want positive energy around me. Yep. So, and that's where when people are talking about some crazy shit to me that kind of sounds outlandish, and it gets to be overpowering in our conversations. It's getting. I'm sorry that it's been getting intense the last few nights. And it's like, what the hell? I'm sure you see my facial expressions. I was like, oh my gosh, So I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm calling you out. If you want to talk about it, come on up.
I know. What other channel would put up with that?
Yeah, really?
No, they wouldn't. Not for a second.
They wouldn't. Not at all. Yeah, that's why people are like, what the fuck is this? Why are you putting up with it? Exactly. Because I have videos of Leslie and I last year, I believe, doing 3 or 4 months of live streams, but we show lots of content and talk about it. It was good information, quality conversations, really heavy truth. She never was like, this is whatever is going on is extreme. I didn't see this side, and she never talked about like that, nothing like this. She talked about higher selves, no fucking archons, this dark force taking over her, squishy stuff and graphic, things tying knots and hairdo, I don't know, man. You would wonder.
It was funny, but it wasn't really funny. And
I know. It's not.
So you could do that on your own channel. You could live stream that stuff, but I don't think it's like coming to someone's home to visit and you start doing that stuff, and it's not cool.
It's kind of like, what is going on here?
Well, I know she's probably listening, and she should just come up and talk to us.
Seriously.
Yeah, come on.
So,
come on.
Come on.
This is a communication problem where we're not communicating right. Let's figure it out. Let's talk about it.
Yeah,
so we're all on the same page. There has to be some rules when there's a bunch of people involved, speaking on a platform. You just can't have this crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, yeah. And some of the people that I've lost in touch with that I've had to, cut ties with, I haven't spoke to them either. No, because that's the communication issues. Some of them I would like to speak to, a couple, but then the others no. So it's just a communication issue. So, same thing, Leslie. What's up? Just come on if you're listening.
Especially when you're discussing philosophy, which is what mainly we discuss a lot of the times. Mm-hmm. There's really no way that you have a uniform language about it. You have to be able to listen to someone else's perspective and glean what they're saying off of it, and not require them to speak in a language that you would understand. That's what Christians do to people. That's a Christian thing where, you misstep on some words and they're all offended and up in your grill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Very cult-like mentality. That's what I call that. Indoctrination, controlling. That's outrageous. And it's like when somebody's insulting my get is like a lot of the things that were said in chat to everybody in chat, she was attacking in some form or fashion. It would be at the end of her sentences. It was like that
Yeah,
last
right at
sentence
the
was the
end.
attack. Yeah, and everyone. It was like, what is going on? I don't know, Leslie. It's almost like I don't know. I'm just worried about you.
Yeah, I'm
So,
worried too. So I tried to respond to the text she sent, and they all were really hostile. Each paragraph was pretty hostile. And I'm just trying to be a friend, and I'm concerned for your well being. I don't feel like I deserve that sort of thing. Like, just very, I don't know, you're all going to squirm, you're all going to whatever.
oh.
No, 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 no.
Oh, that is not necessary to be like that. It's of love that we're talking. I don't understand. It's not necessary.
I thought we were a little higher than that, we were a little above all that,
Yeah. Well, I know what you're thinking it's personal. I know, but wait, come on. I've been taking, I let it go, but at a certain point, it just got too much, man. It's like she turned up the notch.
Yeah, like in the last we stopped having fun like about 4 days ago.
Yeah.
When things just got like, I was being really careful to give her space to be able to speak, because I was aware that she felt like we were ignoring her. But like I really couldn't understand her, and I tried to communicate before things got to the level that they did today. So
Right.
and it was like everyone that's involved got upset and had something to say about it today. So,
Yeah. Good night, Mary. It's
Good
okay.
night.
It is late. I understand. So get some rest. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it. She's drinking. Oh, she's having a pina colada. Is that what I read? I think.
It said that she's tired. It had something to do with the peanut butter.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to get my glasses. Yeah. So good night. Yeah, we just gotta get over it. We gotta be of love and light, So
Exactly.
yeah.
I'm a very forgiving and open person. So I mean, like, there has to be something pretty serious for me to just totally end a dialogue. I just really hope that she understands that, let's just have a discussion, because we can't, we can't be around that every day, like for hours.
Yep. I know. It's just, I'm, man, the energy, the energy level, negativity, it feels like, I don't know. Like, I'm just telling you lately, she was not like that before. And lately it's been like an archon negative archons are like taking over or something. I'm not sure. I am not sure. So I'm worried, and the exiting part, I'm not sure. That's scary too. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Ruger's asking, what do you like to drink? What is your drink of choice, Venus?
I don't really drink at all anymore, but I like a good organic wheat beer that has some like kind of citrus in it.
Oh yeah.
There's one that I really like that is it's brewed with orange peel. But I don't, once in a blue moon, if I'm really uptight or I'm just having fun or something, I'll just have one. I prefer ganja. That's all I need is ganja.
Yeah, I like ganja too.
And coffee.
I can have coffee sometimes. I like tea. I like beer. I like Blue Moon with the orange slice. That's a good beer too.
Oh, I like that one too.
And I'll have vodka with some OJ, so yeah. So, but I like beer too. I like pale ales. I like, I don't know. I like all kinds of beer.
I used to like beer more. I've kind of lost my taste.
I go
I
through my
used to like
phases.
good wine, and I lost my taste for that too.
Yeah, I lost my taste for a lot. Yeah, I'm just saying sometimes, occasional.
I just don't feel very well like after I drink. I don't
Neither
need
do
to
I.
feel sick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why you gotta eat good, or else. Oh, I always usually pay the price. So yeah, I gotta. It's gotta. It's painful. The older you get, yeah, yeah. That's why I don't drink often. I'll just like the ganja too. You know, I'll take the ganja any day over
I
that.
just don't like headaches.
I don't like puking. Oh,
Yeah, I have to like really do myself in to puke, but yikes.
it's a fine line with me. It just depends.
At least it comes up.
Yeah, it comes up quick. Like even with because I drink a lot in a short amount of time is what happens.
Oh, you like pound it.
Somewhat, maybe. Sometimes, yeah. Especially beers.
Yeah, if
Or
it's
once I
really
get a
hot.
once I get a good buzz, I just keep on going. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like probably that's what it is. So, I'm just telling you, if I don't eat, oh, I'm in trouble. Yeah, plus I'm getting old. That's just the facts. I'm not what I was in my 20s when I used to drink a lot. Like I don't even know how I made it. I would be dead if I tried some shit like I used to do, you know?
I
My
was still a
20s.
maniac when I was your age.
Oh, so was I.
I
Trust me.
used to just go, 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 go. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I used to be go, 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 party, work, workout before I go to work. Then go clubbing, dancing all night, sleep, work, wake up, eat, work out, go to work, do it again, party all night. Like what? Yeah, the energy. Yeah, I had a lot of energy. I still do, but it's not going where I need to be. I wish my energy was put to more productive things. I mean, this is productive, but come on, I could be way more productive.
Well, you
But
have no choice really. Because you're
yeah,
making the best of what you have right now.
yeah, yeah. Well, we all do that. I know at times. It's just I'm in this state, so it is. It's temporary. I know that. It's just very temporary. It's just a long temporary. It feels like. So yep, just pass the time and just keep on moving forward. That's all you can do.
Well,
Be
I'm just kind
happy.
of on vacation right now, adjusting. I'm going to probably figure out something I'm going to do with my time soon. It's only been like how long now that I've had all this time? Maybe 6 weeks. Just adjusting to not having to run around all the time or
Yeah.
researching all day, like stuff. And
Being on a
great.
schedule, that sucks being on a schedule.
I wasn't too much on a schedule except if I had court dates. I was pretty freelance.
Oh, that's cool.
My last setup. I did most of my work from home. So,
Yeah.
because
That's the
everything is
ideal.
Zoom meetings now, which is really great. It still kind of is. Everything is Zoom meetings. For the last few years, nobody was meeting in public. It was all like private. So,
That was
on your computer.
I think that's a beautiful thing because then people can be more freer in their own
Yeah,
space.
a hell of a better
Yeah.
freedom.
Yeah, why? I mean,
You
I
save
would.
like time and gas, like driving to a place where you have to just be and then drive home. And this way you could like have a healthy food at home without having, all the stuff of traveling back and forth. And
Be with your pets, be at home, don't have to deal with the people. There's a million reasons. I mean, not a million, but
be in your
so many.
pajamas.
Yeah. So it's like, wow, that all of a sudden life got better for a lot of people. Yeah. And they can write off a new office space and, they could do a lot. All of the material supplies.
So I'm gonna have to go because I
All
have
right,
to
yeah.
take out my hound, and I have to get these dishes in the dishwasher and
I
all
know,
that.
I'm tired.
Yeah, it's
All right,
late
well,
by you.
Yeah, I know. I've
Good
been
night.
doing this all day, so practically. So good night, everyone. Thanks
Good
for being
night.
here. All right, thanks, guys, and we'll
Good
we'll
night.
talk soon. All right, good night.
See you soon.
See
Bye.
you soon. Bye, everybody. Chat. Good night, Grant. Good night, Mary, Ruger, and Skies. Whoever else is in chat.